4 seconds to go. Grove drives in, floats up the one-handed shot, no good. Meyer the rebound, offensive putback at the buzzer. It is up, it is in, count the basket. And the opening quarter ends with the Tigerhawks on an 11-0 run. Here's a nice feed, Ellsburn right side to Justine Cowley. It is up, it is in. Fouled, count the basket, and the lead has now bloomed to 22. It's a 1-3-1 half court, and Ryan steals it away. As Savido drove into trouble, Ryan drives in, scores the right-handed layup. Good decision and strong going to the basket there. Yeah. They lead by 31. Yeah. North Fayette Valley has their 8th win of the season. Dominating first half. They led by 28 at the half. They end up winning by 35. North Fayette Valley 62. Postville 27. That's the final score. Back offensively, Depke has it right side. Hands it back to Cale Reister. He takes a little one-hander floater as he drove in from the elbow, hits it from 10 feet away. 9-point lead on an 8-0 run by North Fayette Valley. Baseline to Reister, baseline 15-footer, rattles around, got it to stay down. Good face-up game for Cale Reister. Suddenly an 18-point lead. Yeah. Bort looking back door. Minicue cuts in. Reverse layup. Pretty move from the left side. And the Pirates again back within 8. Yeah. North Fayette Valley, they win their 8th in a row on the season, but they had to work hard for this one. Had a 10-point run in the opening quarter to build a double-digit lead. Postville hung around all night, and North Fayette Valley finally closes it out late. They win by a final score of 61-50.
The best high school basketball is on KCTN. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball for you again tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, MFL MarMac is at North Fayette Valley. The Bulldogs are coming off their best win on Friday against Turkey Valley. They look to continue their surge. For NFE, 3 impressive wins in a row, including a handling of Postville on Friday. They look to keep their roll going. Both teams have 3 conference losses and look to stay near the top of the league. MFL MarMac and North Fayette Valley. The Chalk Talk for the girls game coming up next.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we know that cars are complicated. About all they don't do is cook dinner and do your dishes. At Top Gun, we strive to keep up with all the complexities of new vehicles. We have all the scan tools and certified technicians to guarantee the repair is done right. Not only will it look like new and perform like new, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount programs. Whether it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, you'll save money at Top Gun. If it's that 30-point buck, you may get your whole deductible paid. Call Top Gun for details and schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa, offering extended hours for more accessible care. The clinic remains open over the lunch hour and offers early Monday morning and later Thursday evening appointments for your convenience. Call 568-5530 to schedule your appointment today. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more.
Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your NEPA dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Elgin State Bank of Elgin and Wadena, member FDIC. Gunderson Palmer Lutheran Hospital and Clinics. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, and by KAR Auto Group. We begin the Chalk Talk for tonight's game. We're joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Jason Winter. Coach, your team 10-5, 8-3 in the conference. Defeated Turkey Valley your last ball game 52-46. Tell me about that game.
We came out and knew we were going to have to play a really tough game. It was a battle up in Turkey Valley, our first game, and we needed to have a good defensive effort and really work the inside and score, and I thought we did a good job of doing that. Kind of came out flat a little bit in the first half, but we've had a really good third quarter, which was the deciding quarter in the game.
All right, so certainly a big win for you guys there, improving to 8-3 in the conference. Let's go through starting lineup tonight.
We'll go with the two Moons, Cadence from Brooklyn, Ashley Shaw, Hannah Bogdanovich, and Grace Anderson.
And I know some kids give you some good minutes off the bench.
Yeah, we have Autumn Shaw and Caitlin Pika, who've also both started throughout the year. We've got kind of 7 starters, so we feel pretty confident with the girls we have coming off the bench.
All right, turning our attention to North Fayette Valley, what do you know about the Tiger Hawks?
We know they got a very similar record to us. You look at them, they're big, they're physical. We're going to have to really put pressure on the ball and then have to double down on the bigs on the inside. We know they're going to crash the boards. Maybe not the best shooting team when you look at percentages and some of the tape that we watch, but they're very aggressive and they play hard. So we're going to have to really keep them off the boards in order to have a chance tonight.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then.
We're going to have to control the speed of the game. We're going to have to take care of the ball. I thought that was one thing we did against Turkey Valley that was really good, is we really limited our turnovers that game, which was another deciding factor. So we're going to have to do that same thing again tonight. And I think we're going to have to really push the pace with their bigs and have our bigs make sure we're running the lanes and try to get some easy, fast break points.
All right, and I think you feel like your team's just kind of starting to hit its stride here the later part of the season.
We finally got everybody back healthy and injury-free right now. So hopefully, I hope you're right. I hope we are hitting our stride. It's a good time of year to do that. But I think we still have a little ways to go. But hopefully we continue to improve.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, I appreciate it.
MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Jason Winter and his Bulldog team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by West Union Motor Sales and Service. Bank First in West Union, helping you save time and money. Member FDIC. Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona. Garden View Place in Monona. Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville. Canalco Floor Covering in Monona. Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Furniture Showcase in Allwine. Lighting, showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. We continue our Chalk Talk. We're joined by North Fayette Valley girls basketball coach Jim Calkins. Coach your team 8-5, 8-3 in the conference. Good win on Friday night. Defeated Postville 62-27. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, I thought it was a little sluggish start. I thought Coach Deary and Postville kind of came out. They were prepared for our man press, so we had to switch to our 75. I thought we were able to get a little bit more out of that and then get back in transition a little bit better. We were coming up a little high on the man press. Once we kind of settled ourselves, I thought then we were able to kind of push the pace, control the glass, do those type of things. But for about the first 3 or 4 minutes, it was definitely, a little back and forth.
All right, so certainly a good win for you guys. Let's get ready for tonight's ball game. Run down the starting lineup for us.
Yeah, I hoped Brooklyn looked better in practice yesterday. Brooklyn Hoy, she'd been out for about a week with an ankle sprain. So let's go back to our 3 seniors, Justine Cowley, McKenna Grove, and Cassidy Meyer. And then let's go with Brooklyn Hoy and Kayla Nelsberg.
And I know some kids off the bench give you good minutes too.
Yeah, Callie, Loretta Ryan stepped up into the starting lineup while Brooklyn was out. I know she hasn't been feeling well. Let's go with Jayla Cowley. Let's go with Maddie Nye. Let's go with Sarah Dean and Grace Feldman.
All right, turning our attention now to MFL MarMac. What do you know about the Bulldogs?
Oh, I mean, different year, but, I know Coach Winter doesn't like to use reload. I think it's just regroup, and, they're going to play awfully tough. They're going to get physical. They're a lot like us. Maybe don't have a great outside shooting team. I know Moon can get hot from out there. Anderson is a force down low. Great presence. Uses her body well. We're fortunate that she isn't 6 foot or 6'1". Bogdanovich plays hard. I think we're going to have to watch her get into the basket as well. The role players have stepped up. They came off a good win with Turkey. Friday night, and we know they'll be well prepared.
Keys in the ball game for North Fayette Valley, then what do you have to do?
Taking care of the ball. The games that we've done that, there's been about 2 or 3 this year. It really, we see what we can be. We know we're going to face pressure and physicality from MFL. We'd like to get some transition opportunities if we can rebound. Then I thought the other night we got to the line and we finally converted. The girls just got to step up there and relax with some confidence. So,
all right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
You betcha. Tiger Hawk basketball coach Jim Calkins on his NFV program. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. People's State Bank is offering for a limited time a 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rates subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Guttenberg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Clayton County Recycling, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg.
Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Aaron Hammond. Welcome to West Union. Upper Iowa Conference basketball for you again tonight on KCTN. And 2 of the top teams in the Upper Iowa Conference, North Fayette Valley and MFL MarMac. We start out with the girls game. Both these teams have 3 conference losses, trying to stay in that top 3 in the conference race, Coach.
Yeah, both of these teams, you talked about a tie for 3rd place. Everybody's chasing, Central at the top, but Turkey Valley's right there, and these teams are trying to keep pace for that 2nd place, giving themselves in a good position for the postseason, and I think it starts tonight. This is a big ball game.
MFL MarMac 10-5, 8-3 in the conference. North Fayette Valley 8-5, but 8-3 in the conference. Turkey Valley has 2 conference losses. Central is running away with the Upper Iowa Conference, but it's the battle for that 2nd and 3rd position. For MFL MarMac, they're coming off their best performance, that win against Turkey Valley on Friday night, 52-46.
Yeah, huge win for them. We talked about trying to stay in the mix here, and that's a big win for them to get that win against Turkey Valley. The thing about these 2 teams, they haven't seen each other yet this year. This is their first meeting, so we're pretty late in the season for a first meeting. You got to figure this out tonight pretty quick.
And the makeup matchup will be next week on a Thursday night there in early February after the December game was canceled. So, yes, they have to face each other, and that's going to say a lot over the next couple of weeks. For North Fayette Valley, the last 3 ball games, they've done what you expected them to do. Convincing victories, including against Postville on Friday.
Yeah, the win against Key High and the win against Postville taking care of what they need to do. But I think they're looking at bigger things, and they know it's going to be tough on the inside tonight. It's going to be good guard play as well.
And I think that's this battle. Watch the inside game tonight there for North Fayette Valley with Hoy, as well as, again, down low Cassidy Meyer. And for MFL MarMac, the conference's leading scorer in Grace Anderson. Watch that inside matchup tonight.
Yeah, and I think what MFL is going to have to do is good ball movement, but they're going to have to work inside out and hit some of those outside shots to open it up. I think if North Fayette Valley works that high-low post, they're going to have a lot of success tonight.
Coach Calkins talked about we're going to have to handle pressure. He knows that MFL MarMac is going to want to try to make this an up-tempo game, and I think both teams are okay with that. They both average around 50 points a ball game, but it's a matter of not letting turnovers and fast break opportunities. So we're ready to go with the starting lineups. Let's go courtside with Deb Mott. And the starting lineups here for game number 1 with MFL MarMac in North Fayette Valley. And I believe Deb they're looking for us here. The scores table. Go ahead and take it away. We're ready to roll with the starting lineups.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's contest featuring the visiting MFL MarMac Bulldogs and your home team, North Fayette Valley Tigerhawks. The officials for tonight's game are Tim Alexander, Wade Bloomhart, and Kyle Clark. Please do your part in helping us practice good sportsmanship at all times and support these officials. Now for the starting lineups. For the Bulldogs, senior number 2, Ashley Shaw. For the Tigerhawks, sophomore number 2, Kaylin Ellsburn. For the Bulldogs, senior number 4, Brooklyn Moon. For the Tigerhawks, senior number 3, Justine Cowley. For the Bulldogs, senior number 5, Cadence Moon. For the Tigerhawks, senior number 4, McKenna Grove. For the Bulldogs, junior number 22, Hannah Bogdanovich. For the Tigerhawks, junior number 32, Brooklyn Hoy. For the Bulldogs, senior number 30, Grace Anderson. For the Tigerhawks, senior number 33, Cassidy Meyer.
There you have it, starting lineups. Opening action coming up next with MFL MarMac in North Fayette Valley.
While out and about, don't find yourself stuck at the side of the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines of tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going, either on your farm or on the road.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
Welcome back to West Union. Again, this is game 1 of 2 with North Fayette Valley and MFL MarMac. Bulldogs wearing their away black. They have the Bulldogs in royal blue, yellow trim along the shorts. North Fayette Valley, their home whites with the NFV there in the Carolina blue with that black trim. It will be Cowley to jump it up for North Fayette Valley, Justine Cowley, and Grace Anderson to jump it up for MFL MarMac. So the crowd continues to roll in. It's quad night, but we've got 2 gymnasiums. We're running right on time tonight. Couple of girls scores. The Tri-River scores will pass along in just a second, but first off the jump ball here. Anderson tips it into the backcourt, picked up by Shaw, and this game is underway. And right away you see MFL MarMac on top with Cadence Moon. Back over right side. Bogdanovich drives down middle of the lane. Little one-handed runner from the free throw line. Banks it long. Took a tumble and maybe shaken up there. What may be the right ankle as she landed. And the rebound pulled down by North Fayette Valley. And quickly a stoppage of play on the first trip down for MFL MarMac.
And she looked like she came down on that angle just goofy on it right away. And she knew right away when she hit the floor. So.
She drove and she's helped off to the sideline here right in front of us. She drove into the lane, had a step on her defender, and it likes to take that little runner, usually a little closer, 10 to 12 feet middle of the lane, but walking into the sideline area and will be headed to the locker room here, actually at the end of the bench for MFL MarMac to be looked at. But Bogdanovich is their second leading scorer, averaging 11 points a ball game. Of course, Grace Anderson leads MFL MarMac at 17 points a ball game, nearly 18 points a ball game, but obviously that's for MFL MarMac a big concern.
A scoring concern and a rebounding concern, I think, both in this situation.
They beat the pressure. Ellsburn, full court pressure by MFL MarMac, but Ellsburn brings it in the offensive end. Grove cuts down left side, banks it up and in. So they brought it sideline. Grove cut down as the second cutter through, catches it on the left block. Pika, ball knocked into the backcourt by Ellsburn, but picked up by Shaw. So North Fayette Valley scores first trip down. Watch the matchup inside. Cassidy Meyer is fronting Grace Anderson, but she will have help every opportunity. Pika drives in the lane, covered back to Anderson. She drives, goes by Hoy, uses the left hand, pushed a little farther away, banked it long, and the rebound pulled down by Meyer facing the basket. Back offensively is Grove. In the lane, Ellsburn cuts through. Swooping left-handed shot, leaves it short. Anderson gets the rebound off the right side for MFL MarMac. Shaw as North Fayette Valley gets back, but Anderson runs the court, catches it in stride on the feed from Shaw off the left side, scores the layup driving in, and the Bulldogs are on the board.
Yeah, great trailer there by Anderson, just coming down strong and finishing at the basket with the left hand.
Cassidy Meyer leads North Fayette Valley in scoring at nearly 11 points a ball game, but also 10 rebounds, and Hoy averages 7 points and nearly 9 rebounds. So watch the inside battle tonight. Meanwhile, Meyer in the lane, drives right side, a little one-handed shot, leaves it short. Hoy saves the rebound to Cowley, but she was late to react, lost it off their hands on the right sideline area, out of bounds, and it goes to MFL MarMac. Also for North Fayette Valley, Cowley and Grove average over 8 points a ball game. They're more of a balanced team.
Yeah, very balanced on the North Fayette Valley side. A couple of high scores for MFL, a little lower on those averages for those role players.
Right side, that is Cadence Moon, and they work it on top to Shaw. Shaw, top of the key, left wide open, fires up the three. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Anderson got her hand on the rebound, but unable to save it out of bounds in the far corner on the right side, and the ball goes back to North Fayette Valley. So let's get a look what MFL MarMac is doing defensively here, and it appears they're going to pick them up full court girl to girl.
It's like a full court girl to girl, but they kind of sit in a 1-2-2 setup, not trap or anything, just forcing them to slow down.
Grove able to beat the pressure into the offensive end, wisely cleared out after getting the ball in the inbounds, and now backing on top to Ellsburn. So Ellsburn brings it left side, and you see Bogdanovich on the near sideline getting that ankle taped. And the right ankle. Here's Cowley, drives in the lane, stops the dribble, swings it to Grove on the wing. And Grove, 15 feet away, caught, fires it left-handed with nowhere to go. Errant shot, well short. Anderson the rebound ahead to Shaw. Shaw overshot, but tracks it down along the baseline, saves it back to Anderson. Anderson on top. Cadence Moon just off the top of the key. Right side for three. Got it! And the Bulldogs lead 5-2, 2.5 in.
That was a big bucket there. Nice find. Good save by Shaw to get that all set up.
Back offensively, beating the pressure is North Fayette Valley. They get it to Grove, and she drives in left side and scores the easy layup uncontested as they beat the pressure. And 5-4, the early score, Bulldogs in the lead. Shaw on top to Cadence Moon. Moon goes right side to Pika. Pika to Shaw at the right elbow. And Shaw covered, back right side to Pika. Pika drives in, gets a step by her defender, swoops in, facing the basket, uses the right hand up and in. Nice drive to the left that time by Pika, and they lead 7-4. Ahead of the pack, Cowley beats the pressure. Right side, Cassidy Meyer wide open. Just a little touch pass over the top of the defender. Banks it up and in. And up tempo, 7-6. Bulldogs in the lead.
I didn't think North Fayette Valley was going to want to run with MFL, but so far they've been handling themselves well.
Beat the pressure. They've had numbers and attacked. Brooklyn Moon left side on top to Cadence. Cadence back over to Moon. Moon in the corner to Pika, but knocked away by Ellsburn. Defending, used that weak side hand, knocked it out of bounds. Our first subs are for North Fayette Valley. Hoy, coming back from that ankle injury, checks out along with Grove. Number 22 comes in Jayla Cowley. She is a 5'8 sophomore, her first appearance, as well as Sarah Dean, a 5'8 sophomore. Inbounds as they try to go right side. The pass is deflected by Dean. Defensively, just outside the lane for North Fayette Valley. Bulldogs will move over to the right side of the basket to take it out along the baseline.
I think that was Caden Moon on the baseline there, just a little errant on the shot.
Inbounds Pika, double teamed as she catches it on the block. They have to get it out of there. Right side, Brooklyn Moon, right side for three. Got it! So the Moon Twins have hit threes, and it's 10-6. Bulldogs in the lead.
Yeah, North Fayette Valley, they've gotten some nice shots, but giving up some threes to the Bulldogs, and they don't want them to get hot.
A good shooting start. Ellsburn beats the pressure, drives left side, and then fouled on the drive in on a reach in by Cadence Moon, who defensively had done a real good job till that last blocking call there, and it's on the floor, so the ball goes off the left side of the basket.
And Ellsburn, only a sophomore, but she looks like she continues to grow, naturally left-handed, and does a nice job handling it for him.
Inbounds Meyer at the free throw line. Good defense by MFL MarMac to stop any play on the inside. Jayla Cowley goes back now to Dean on the right block, muscles up that shot in traffic, no good, but there's Meyer, weak side rebound on the left. Caught it off the bank, banks it up and in from the left side, and it's 10-8. Bulldogs lead trimmed to 2. Backcourt area is Brooklyn Moon. North Fayette Valley, no pressure, as they're going to pick up MFL MarMac
just
here.
Half court.
Yep, and a lot of help on Anderson in the lane. Left side, Pika has a lane to the basket, drives in, takes an errant shot. Dean, good straight-up defense. Forced Pika a little farther away, tried a shot there, leaning in from the left side, leaning to the right, but banked it and actually lost it out of bounds, and it goes back to North Fayette Valley, and here is a great sign. Bogdanovich back into the ball game with some more tape on that right ankle, but back in there and looks fine. And also checking in is number 21, Autumn Shaw. Shaw is a sophomore making her first appearance. Backcourt, Ellsburn beats the pressure into the offensive end, tries to go left side, deflected by Anderson. Grove, who just came back in, feeds it back to Ellsburn, middle of the lane, banks it up and in from 6 feet away facing the basket. And we're tied at 10 as we approach the 3-minute mark. Brooklyn Moon knocked away by Ellsburn, picked up there by Cowley, and then we've got a kicking violation. Brooklyn Moon on the floor tried to kick at the basketball there, and she did get a piece of it, and we automatically will give it to North Fayette Valley on the kicking violation.
Another substitution here for the Tiger Hawks. Who came back in for them?
And it will be Justine Cowley.
Cowley back in, and Bogdanovich, toughened through this, just looks a hair slow with that bum ankle right now.
In the right side, they try to work it to Justine Cowley. Ellsburn's pass is errant, tracked onto the far right side by MFL MarMac. Bogdanovich left side, fires up a three off the front of the rim. Long rebound leads to Ellsburn and a fast break opportunity, but the Bulldogs get back as Ellsburn brings it left side to the free throw line with Grove. Grove swings it right side. Justine Cowley baseline, 17-foot jump shot, aired it out short. Rebound by Jayla Cowley, your younger sister, but too far underneath the basket. She tried to put it up. It hit underneath the basket, and North Fayette Valley clears it. Ellsburn left side for three. Got it from the left wing. Ellsburn with the three-pointer. This is a 7-0 run by North Fayette Valley.
And they needed it. They're in the lead here now. MFL MarMac hasn't had an answer for the last couple trips down.
13-10, NFV in the lead. Brooklyn Moon backs it on top. Both these teams not afraid to shoot threes early. Here's Pika, left side for three. Banks that one well long. Missed the rim and bounced to the right. And Justine Cowley gets the rebound. Cowley back into the offensive end. Pretty good flow to this game. Cross-court pass, dangerous pass, intercepted by Pika. Pika, crossover dribble, drives in, left-handed layup, leaves it short. Ellsburn cut in front of her, likely disrupted the shot. Here's NFV. Grove, little one-handed runner in the offensive end. Pushes it long as they attack, and then the rebound knocked away off the left side by the Bulldogs. It stays down here with the Tiger Hawks.
And the last few trips down the court, Grace Anderson has not touched the ball inside the paint. They need to get her involved somehow.
Hoy and Meyer both come in. Hoy on the inbounds, catches it middle of the lane, feeds it over to Grove. Her layup altered by Anderson. The shot no good. Then Hoy loses the rebound out of bounds, and it goes to MFL MarMac. Tiger Hawks come up empty. Ellsburn and Dean checked out last stoppage. Both these teams not afraid to go to their bench, but North Fayette Valley maybe will go a little deeper to their bench.
I think so. They're going to go and have a little more depth than the Bulldogs tonight.
Bogdanovich to Anderson, drives in, bumps into Hoyce, gets a little spacing and fading away, misses the shot. Rebound pulled down by Meyer, and Meyer fouled by Autumn Shaw as Meyer ends up tumbling to the court. But Anderson got a good look in the lane that time. Good straight-up defense may have affected that shot.
Yeah, and I think she needs to touch the ball, either getting shots or at least bring in that defense, because she draws a lot of attention in there. It's going to open up those outside shots for the Bulldogs.
Inbounds the ball, knocked away. Let's get to those scores we've been trying to get to. East Buchanan leads Edco at the half, 25-22. Alburnett leads Starmont at the half, 40-10. The only other game we're following tonight, Postville and Central playing. and they just played on Saturday. Inbounds to Grove. And again, North Fayette Valley wisely clears out once they get it inbounds. Grove brings it right sideline, hounded by Brooklyn Moon, but gets him into the offense on the right side. Grove stops the dribble, needs a little help, now stopped and trying to get rid of a little spacing, goes over to Meyer. Meyer at the free throw line, stops, backdoor cut, a lot of traffic, and bounced it in the lane, but picked up by Jay LaCalli, who stumbling, takes a shot to the right, it is no good. Meyer saves the rebound, the shot was banked long to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich drives in, right-handed layup, it is up, it is no good, but fouled on the drive in, as Bogdanovich and Jay LaCalli racing down the court. Bogdanovich to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, like I said, Bogdanovich just looks just a hair slow with that ankle still bothering her, but man, she's playing hard out here, going strong to the basket there, not able to get it up high enough off the glass to get the roll, but she's going to get a couple of free throws.
First foul on North Fayette Valley. Free throw by Bogdanovich. It is short. She'll have another opportunity. Ellsburn back in for the Tiger Hawks. Jay LaCalli checks out. Cadence Moon back in. Brooklyn Moon checks out for MFL MarMac. We expect a hard-fought ball game in the first quarter. Has set the tone for that.
It has, yeah. A nice pace for both of these teams. You know, both teams score low 50s, so we're kind of right around that area.
Second free throw by Bogdanovich. Circled in and out, no good. Anderson tips out the rebound into the corner and able to go get it, so the Bulldogs maintain possession inside a minute in our first quarter. They're down by 3. Bogdanovich left side. Cut off there, back to Moon. Moon right side to Shaw. Shaw looking into the lane for Autumn Shaw as Ashley brings it back out on top to Cadence Moon. Shot clock is at 15, still have time. Bogdanovich goes off a pick left side, going to stop, fires up a 3, left wing, wedged it short as it line drive off the rim, then hit the backboard and cleared on the left side by Hoy. Back into the offensive end, North Fayette Valley can work for 1 if they choose. Just a split second difference in the shot clock. And it appears they are going to pull it back to center court and work for the final shot.
Shot clock is off, so they can work for 1 here, and that's what Coach Calkins is saying. Let's work for 1. Let's get this last
I was
shot.
looking at the top of the shot clock and the scores clock there, running the same. Right side to Hoy. Hoy, wing. They go in the lane to Ellsburn, trying to post up, loses it, saves it on top to Grove. Top of the key, fires up the 3, got it in the closing seconds of the opening quarter. So the Tiger Hawks close the quarter on a 10-0 run. They lead 16-10 at the end of 1. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your NEPA dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Elgin State Bank of Elgin and Wadena, member FDIC. Gunderson Palmer Lutheran Hospital and Clinics. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, and by KAR Auto Group.
Played 1 quarter. North Fayette Valley leads 16-10, and let's go through the stats in the opening quarter.
Yeah, the Tiger Hawks were 7 of 16 in that first half, 2 of 2 behind the arc. Didn't shoot a free throw. The Bulldogs were 4 of 14, 2 of 7 behind the arc.
So we start the second quarter. Grove, Ellsburn, Meyer, Justine Cowley, and Hoy for North Fayette Valley. Tiger Hawks with possession. Justine Cowley at the elbow to Hoy at the left elbow, and then kicks it left side to Ellsburn. MFL MarMac here, zoning things up. Right side Grove at the elbow, 15-footer, twice off the back of the rim, no good. Meyer, the offensive rebound, banks it in, facing the basket from the left side, just off the right side rather, and it's an 8-point lead. Back offensively. Now, North Fayette Valley appears to me to be playing 1-3-1.
I think both of these teams switched to a 1-3-1.
Cadence Moon, left wing for 3, got it! Cadence Moon on the ball reversal, hits the 3, stops the 12-0 run, and the Bulldogs back within 5. Yeah, Pika, Cadence Moon. Also out there, you have Autumn Shaw, Ashley Shaw, and Bogdanovich. Left side to Ellsburn. 7-minute mark of our first half. Cowley, top of the key. Anderson on the bench, but this figures not to be long. Left side, here is Ellsburn for three. Shot no good. Weak side rebound, Grove. Her put back from the right side. It is up and in. Use the left hand. Spun towards the middle of the lane, and the Tiger Hawks lead by 7.
The Bulldogs sitting almost like a 1-2-2, but not getting out on the shooters that time.
Down in the block, Autumn Shaw wide open. And a nice entry pass by Pika. Banks it off the glass, 20-15. Bulldogs quickly answer back in their offensive end. Hoy at the left elbow, able to oversee everything at 6 foot tall, in the lane to Grove. Grove, left block, uses a little left-handed hook move, middle of the lane, up and in. Grove showing some versatility with the driving hook.
Just going up strong and hook in the left.
Pika back to Autumn Shaw, same play, but this time Hoy blocks the shot defensively and able to pick it up along the baseline, and the Bulldogs come up empty. So back offensively, it is Ellsburn. Ellsburn left side to Justine Cowley. Cowley to Meyer. Meyer, middle of the lane, bounces it to Grove, intercepted by Cadence Moon on the weak side. Grove has some size there, able to post up the MFL MarMac guards. Bogdanovich drives down, reverse pass over to Shaw. Her shot from inside the left block, banks it up and in. Bogdanovich drew the traffic. Nice ditch to the left side.
Yeah, nice finish by the sophomore Autumn Shaw. She's got 4 quick points here in the second quarter.
Back out on top, Ellsburn. Ellsburn to Hoy. Hoy off the left elbow. Grove, baseline, steps into a 15-footer, rattled around, got it to stay down. Nice open set shot from the left side. Again, the flow continues. 24-17. Tiger Hawks in the lead. Bogdanovich stops, pops, right side, 17-footer, nailed it. Bogdanovich, nice stop and pop shot.
Nice step back and finish there by Bogdanovich.
Cowley back in the offensive end. That's Justine to Ellsburn. 24-19, Tiger Hawks in the lead. Grove just off the elbow to Justine Cowley on the right sideline area. And now to Hoy. High post, down low to Meyer. Catches it over the top of Autumn Shaw. Spins, lays it up and in. Size creating problems for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, that high-low post has been a weapon for the Tiger Hawks this year.
And it's back to a 7-point lead at the 5-minute mark of our half. Right side Pika drives in. Wraparound shot around Hoy. No good, but fouled on the drive in as she drove right side. So you see Pika being aggressive once on the perimeter there. And they say she was fouled going up for the shot. Hoy the foul, and Pika to the free throw line for 2.
Well, and that looked like Hoy kind of got out of position and kind of was reaching that knee, leg out, tried to slow her down, and they called that right away. So good aggressiveness out of Pika there to take it to the hoop.
Free throw by Pika is good. We have another score at the end of the third quarter now. Edco and East Buchanan are tied at 34. All those Tri-Rivers games start at 5:30 if you've got 2 gyms, so they are always ahead of us.
And there's a lot of them that have 2 gyms. It's kind of a nice thing to have.
Second free throw being eyed by Pika. Bulldogs down by 6. Second free throw on its way there, and that one rattles off the side of the rim. It is no good. Actually kind of laid flat off the rim and rolled to the left. Rebound pulled down by Cowley. Dean back in there for North Fayette Valley as Hoy checks out. Here's Dean, covered, right side to Justine Cowley, right corner, lines up the 3, left it short, it is no good. Pika tips out the rebound, but it's tracked down by Cowley for NFV. Back to Ellsburn. Ellsburn goes in the lane to Dean, the pass knocked away, but Dean able to pick it up. On top to Jayla Cowley, who also just came back in, and she tracks it down near center court circle. Dean just outside the lane, catches it. Little 10-footer, right side with a foot on the lane. Hits the jump shot. Tiger Hawks go back up by 8.
Nice shot by the sophomore there, knocking down a big bucket.
Grace Anderson, by the way, checked in that last stoppage of play for MFL MarMac. Pika tried a wraparound pass along the right baseline, and it's deflected out of there by North Fayette Valley. And the Bulldogs want a timeout. North Fayette Valley, 28-20 in an up-tempo game. Tiger Hawks in the lead. Let's take this break.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
First time out of the game comes from MFL MarMac, down 28-20, and we were talking during the break there, and I think this is about getting Anderson some more touches.
She's got to touch the ball, whether she put her at the high post or she's posting up down low. She's got to touch the ball. She draws so much attention. She can always kick it out, but knowing her, she's going to get the ball up into the rim.
During the break, number 20 coming in Casey Pika, a freshman for North Fayette Valley. Inbounds to Brooklyn Moon, left open, right side for 3. That shot off the side of the rim, kicks to the left, and Dean clears the rebound for NFV. Halfway through the second quarter, Tiger Hawks lead here by 8. The 1-2-2 with Kesey Pika playing the top of that, but dropping into the lane. Here's Justine Cowley, splits the defense down the middle of the lane, but misses the shot, driving in, facing the basket from 6 feet away.
That was a great box out by Anderson, kept her off the boards.
And Anderson cleared it right side to Cadence Moon. Back out on top to Brooklyn. Brooklyn Moon brings it right side now here to Pika. Pika, right corner, drives baseline, takes a shot, but it's blocked. But Anderson picks it out of midair, but misses the putback. Gets an offensive rebound. Her second effort, no good off the back of the rim. Couple of point-blank shots there by Anderson, but just missed it. NFE cleared the rebound offensively. Ellsburn has it on the left wing. Still an 8-point lead. Right side, Justine Cowley. And Justine feeds it to Dean at the elbow. She's going to take that little 15-footer, banks it in from off the elbow. So banked it in from the elbow, back to a 10-point lead for North Fayette Valley, equaling their biggest lead of the half.
And that's a nice shot there for Sarah Dean to be able to knock down that little 12-footer from the elbow and did it with confidence.
3 minutes left in the half. Brooklyn Moon off the elbow. Her shot 15 feet away left side, no good. Meyer, nice seal out, getting the rebound off the right as Anderson and Meyer jockeying forward off the right side. Cowley, right block. Here's Dean. Backs her way down. Muscles up the shot. No good, but fouled. And the foul committed there by Autumn Shaw. And Dean had sealed her behind to establish position.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job. Like I said, she's only a sophomore, but doing a nice job coming off the bench, filling that post position. Can play the high post. She can post up low. And you saw right there, had a nice move. Not able to finish it, but she's going to get those free throws rewarded.
Sarah Dean to the free throw line. Free throw on its way there. It's off the back of the rim and kicks to the left. It is no good. She'll have another opportunity. Hoy and Grove come in for NFV, as checking out will be Meyer and Justine Cowley. Shaw and Pika check out, and Shaw comes in along with Bogdanovich. But it is this time number 20 checking out there in Kesey Pika. So the free throw being eyed by Dean, trying to give the Tiger Hawks an 11-point lead. Free throw on its way there. Second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound tracked down by Brooklyn Moon, fighting off Dean. She had boxed out the shooter with one arm and got the rebound with the other. Shaw back out on top, and that is Brooklyn Moon, left side in the corner to Ashley Shaw. Drives baseline, a little one-handed push shot, 15 feet away, left side, it is good. Bulldogs attacked along the left baseline, back with an 8.
Yeah, nice little baseline jumper there out of Shaw, her first points of the night.
Right side in the lane, Dean, double team, post-up shot, leaves it short. Good straight-up defense there as Bogdanovich and Anderson did a good job sealing things away. Bogdanovich the rebound. Shaw, baseline 17-footer, nails it. Back-to-back trips, back-to-back baskets, and the Bulldogs back within 6. 2:34 left in the half. Timeout NFV. Let's take this break.
Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Greenacre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
30-24, North Fayette Valley in the lead. Ashley Shaw has scored back-to-back baskets. The last time we saw her, she was putting up 26 in a ball game last week against Postville.
She had a huge night that night up there in Monona, but you could hear Coach Winters in the timeout wanting the girls to get out. You got to go. You got to run the floor, both ends. I think he just wants a little more push out of that.
NFE taking that timeout here as Jayla Cowley has it in the offensive end. Each team is taking a timeout. Grove, top of the key, left side to Jayla Cowley. Baseline to Hoy, 17-foot jump shot, 19-foot distance. Well long on that one, probably closer to 20. Rebound by Cadence Moon, tried to push it up the far sideline and knocked away by Ellsburn for North Fayette Valley as they got back defensively. Ellsburn checks out. Justine Cowley back into the ball game for the Tiger Hawks. Only 3 fouls committed by MFL MarMac, 2 by North Fayette Valley.
Yeah, well clean played game tonight.
Inbounds, high post area, Anderson. Covered to Bogdanovich. Right side, shot blocked. Jayla Cowley got a piece of it as she took it off the right elbow. Rebound underneath by Grove. Back in the offensive end, Grove. Right side to Jayla Cowley. Inside 2 minutes left in the half. Cowley, right side, Jayla Cowley lines up the 3, right wing, shot no good. Rebound by Anderson. Again, they want to get out. Ahead of the pack is Shaw. Shaw drives in, swooping layup, no good, but a blocking call on Jayla Cowley, who got over there in time defensively, but leaned into Shaw, driving in off the right side.
And I think that's what Coach Winter was talking about. I want you to get out and run, but that created that situation right there where Ashley Shaw is going hard at the hoop. The defender's trying to get back. That collision happens, but they get rewarded with some free throws, and some something they haven't done tonight much.
Shaw's free throw, it is good. Shaw, by the way, a 73% free throw shooter. She is a very good free throw shooter for MFL MarMac. And they're back within 5 with $1:46 to go in our first half. Jayla Cowley, who just picked up her second foul, checks out of the ball game as Ellsburn comes back in. Free throw on its way by Ashley Shaw. It is good. She has scored the last 6 points, and the Bulldogs are back within 4 at 30-26. Just don't think either one of these teams is going to pull away from the other.
No, I think they're going to have some little runs here and there, but both teams know how to answer.
Grove, right side, drives baseline, kicks it on over to Hoy. Hoy, this time right baseline, 17-foot jump shot, nailed it from the right side. Hoy reminding you, I can shoot that.
I can knock
Set
it down.
shot from the right side and nailed it. Shaw, right side, 17-footer. Line drived it short, but tracks down her own rebound near the corner. Followed up her shot. Brooklyn Moon drives into the lane. Back over to Cadence on top. Cadence Moon, right side to Brooklyn. Baseline to Shaw. Right corner, fires up the 3. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound knocked away by Hoy, who's able to pick it up at the free throw line. A minute to go first half. Grove in the lane. Meyer overshoots her. Meyer tried to track it down. Saves it. Nope, she ran out of room along the baseline on the errant pass. So the Tiger Hawks turn it over. They have handled the ball well as far as turnover-wise.
Oh, they've done a great job. They have 4 turnovers. The Bulldogs just that 1 in the first quarter. So they both teams taking care of the ball and playing clean.
Sideline to Shaw. Shaw beats the pressure. Stops, then takes a drop step by Hoy and uses the right hand and floats it up there. NFE wanted to travel, but a good job of spacing by Shaw.
She scored the last 8 points for the Bulldogs, got them back in this.
Justine Cowley in lane to Cassidy Meyer. Back out on top to Grove. Grove at the free throw line, pulls up 14-footer just inside the free throw line, hit that open jump shot, stops that run, and it's 34-28. And again, the Bulldogs can work for 1 if they choose. Shaw, left corner, fires up the 3. It's off the back of the rim. Hoy got the rebound, but knocked away from behind. Anderson over top. And North Fayette Valley will get the final shot, perhaps, of the first half.
If they want it. Both of these teams have been firing at will and pushing the pace. So they're both on pace well over what they average in the year.
Hoy checks out of the game for North Fayette Valley. Jayla Cowley back in. 21.9 seconds to go in our first half. Tiger Hawks work for the final shot of the first quarter, likely to do the same here. Right side with Grove, 13 seconds to go. Grove in the corner, Ellsburn, deep right corner, she's wide open, fires up the 3, cupped in and out, no good. Shaw got the rebound, not a bad look, may have taken it too soon though. Here's Shaw in the offensive end, 2 seconds to go, takes a running shot on its way from 3, about 22 feet away, right side, leaves it short. And it aired out, and that's how the first half comes to an end. An entertaining half of basketball. North Fayette Valley 34, MFL MarMac 28. We're at the half. When we return, first half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Elgin State Bank of Elgin and Wadena, member FDIC. Gunderson Palmer Lutheran Hospital and Clinics. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, and by KAR Auto Group.
At the half, it is North Fayette Valley leading 34-28. NFV led 16-10 at the end of one. And again, they put up 18 points in that second quarter, as did MFL MarMac. A couple of updates on some scores. Edco East Buchanan tied at 34 going into the fourth. Elburnett leading Starmont 40-10 at the half. We turn things over to Coach Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start with North Fayette Valley.
North Fayette Valley is led by McKenna Grove. A great first half with 15 points, well above her average already. 8 points for Cassidy Meyer, 5 points for Kaylin Ellsburn, 4 points for Sarah Dean, and 2 points for Brooklyn Hoy. 34 points for the Tiger Hawks. They shot 48%, 2 of 6 behind the arc, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, only those 2 attempts. For the Bulldogs, they are shooting 34%, 3 of 12 behind the line, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. They are led by Ashley Shaw with 8 points, 6 points for Cadence Moon, 4 points for Autumn Shaw, 3 points for Caitlin Pika. 3 points for Brooklyn Moon, 2 points for Hannah Bogdanovich, and 2 points for Grace Anderson. Their 2 leading scorers each have 2 points only.
Yeah, so again, combined, they average about 30 points a ball game. Anderson and Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich missed early part of this ball game with an injury, came back, and looks to continue to get up to speed as the half has went on. But they are so good in the lane and down low. And right now, MFL MarMac is perimeter oriented. And Shaw had that stretch of 8 points, and that's the difference of them being in the ball game right now.
Yeah, if she doesn't have that run, those 8 points in the second quarter, they're not in this ball game right now. They're struggling to find points.
Really expect them to look down low in the second half. For North Fayette Valley, handling the basketball is what Coach Calkins talked about, and they have done a very good job handling the basketball.
They have. You know, they've limited those fast breaks, and actually they've done some of their own fast breaking, handling the ball well and getting past that pressure. And McKenna Grove just doing a nice job around the rim, finishing, and she's got 15 points already.
And they are shooting, as you mentioned, near 50%. That's a team that shoots about 34% on the season. MFL MarMac shooting just a little bit below their average of about 38% on the season. So North Fayette Valley getting good shots, and the big thing is they are making their shots.
They are, and the other big thing that we haven't talked about yet, North Fayette Valley, 4 turnovers in the first half. MFL MarMac 1. It's been a clean game. There's been not a lot of fouls. The team's just getting up and down the court. It's been a fun basketball game to watch.
Couple of good teams playing. By the way, a final score, Edco has now defeated East Buchanan 48-46, the final score there, as the Edco Vikings victorious in that ball game tonight. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk about our boys game coming up a little bit later on at second half action of the girls game. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
As a busy mom, I have challenges keeping my family on track, but appointments for healthcare visits are no longer one of them. Veterans Memorial Hospital has now opened a new clinic and walk-on, so complete care for my entire family is more accessible than ever, and providers care for all ages, so everyone gets the care they need when they need it. It's a welcome addition for busy families like ours and our community. To learn more, go to veteransmemorialhospital.com.
Veterans Memorial.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Clayton County Recycling, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg.
At the half, 34-28. North Fayette Valley leads MFL MarMac. Another score rolling in. Central leads Postville at the end of one, 29-10. And we have another final. Albernet has defeated Starmont tonight by a final score of 67-18. So that's what's happening in girls basketball tonight. 6-point lead for the Tiger Hawk girls. Later on tonight, MFL MarMac running away with the Upper Iowa Conference title as they take on North Fayette Valley, who has 2 losses, but is the only team that has not faced MFL MarMac. NFV has a chance to work their way back into the thick of things.
Yeah, they've got a chance. They play, MFL MarMac 2 times in the next couple of weeks. Hey, get a win tonight. You're playing for maybe a tie of a conference title or outright conference title next week.
NFV comes in with an 8-game winning streak, but this is a different beast tonight. It's going to be fun to watch the size of North Fayette Valley and the speed of MFL MarMac.
Yeah, I think the height advantage is definitely in the NFV boys team, but lots and lots of speeds on the Bulldog team.
So that boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. All right, second half of this basketball game, 34-28. Offensively, again, North Fayette Valley averages 49.5 points a ball game. MFL MarMac averages 51.6. And right now, we're playing towards the 60s right now in this ball game.
We are.
And the defense really hasn't been that bad. It's just the offense has been that good.
Yeah, the offense has been good. I think for MFL MarMac, again, Anderson's got to touch the ball, whether she takes it up or finds that open shooter. But she's got to touch the ball, work that high-low post a little bit. North Fayette Valley, keep getting out and going because it seems to be working for you from the first half.
Bulldogs start the second half with Shaw, the Moon Twins, Brooklyn and Cadence, along with Anderson and Bogdanovich. For North Fayette Valley, Ellsburn, Grove, Meyer, Hoy, and Justine Cowley start the second half. So MFL MarMac led early at 10-6. NFV went on a 10-0 run to grab the lead, and they have led since. Ashley Shaw, left sideline, back out on top here. They bring it to left wing now to Brooklyn Moon, on top to Shaw. Shaw at the free throw line, just inside, 15-footer, rattled around, got it to stay down. It looked like a box and one on Anderson for North Fayette Valley. We'll get a better look next trip down.
Yeah, it was interesting because Bogdanovich was posting up hard, and they were trying to front her as well.
Right side, here's Hoy off the elbow. 15-footer, it is good. Well, we pick right up where we left off. Couple of nice jump shots on both ends. Tiger Hawks lead by 6. Brooklyn Moon loses the basketball, driving in, dribbled it off the foot, picked up by Hoy. Bulldogs with just their second turnover?
Yeah, only their second turnover in this whole ball game.
Cowley in the lane. Hoy, a little step move, takes a little hook shot right side off the block, banks it long, and the rebound deflected out of bounds by Meyer. Off the weak side, the official says, wait a minute, I made a mistake. It's going to stay down here with North Fayette Valley. Coach Calkins right there gives the official a thumbs up. Coach Calkins says, I was right on top of that.
I had that one. That was that fourth official we need all the time. He had that call.
Justin Cowley takes it off the right side. Tiger Hawks maintain possession. Inbounds to Meyer. Meyer, right side, Ellsburn, right wing, launches the three, circles around, got it to stay down. 39-30. It is a 9-point lead for NFV. A minute into our third quarter. Back left side. It is Shaw. She's open, deep left corner. That shot long, grazed the side of the rim. Grove gets the rebound off the right, from left to right. Back offensively, Cowley underneath the basket. Meyer covers left wing now to Ellsburn. Ellsburn at the elbow left side to Meyer on the baseline. Meyer right side to Cowley. Ellsburn demanding the ball, gets it at the top of the key, and then backs it up to get him into the offense.
Trying to reset things. They were out of sorts. She wanted something different.
Hoy to Grove, pass behind her, goes into the backcourt, and they will let it go out of bounds on the other end. Either way, it's a turnover for North Fayette Valley. Had they touched it, it would have been over and back. They conceded the ball was going to go out of bounds, and MFL MarMac takes it on the far sideline in their offensive end.
Yeah, North Fayette Valley that time down, little out of sorts, not sure what they want to do. They've been getting so many quick sets, not able to quite get into their offense right away.
Shaw, left wing. She's left open, launches up the three, got it from the left wing. So Shaw's emergence as an offensive threat continues. They're back within 6.
Averaging about 8 points a game. She had that all in the first half.
Right side, Meyer trying to back her way down. Shaw drives in there, double teams her, knocks the ball off the foot of Meyer, out of bounds off the right side. Bulldogs converge into a double team and force a turnover.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row there. North Fayette Valley comes up empty-handed on the turnovers. They got to regroup here a little bit.
Shaw, left side, back out on top. And it is again in the corner. Shaw on the feed from Moon to Bogdanovich. Left wing, launches the three off the front of the rim, no good. Anderson tips out the rebound to Cadence Moon. Bulldogs maintain possession. Moon, step back three, left wing, that shot long. Rebound kicks to the right, and it's picked up there by Meyer for North Fayette Valley. Couple of looks for the Bulldogs, but they come up empty. Justine Cowley, left corner for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Got it from the left side. The Tiger Hawks go back up by 9.
And that's Cowley's first points. She's their second leading scorer.
And back offensively now. It is Bogdanovich, top of the key. Bogdanovich, a little one-handed push shot at the free throw line. Line drived it short. It is no good. Rebound pulled down there by North Fayette Valley. One and done. Just no second shot opportunities for the Bulldogs. Cowley, right corner for three. That one circled around, no good. It hit off the front of the rim, kicked to the back. MFL MarMac gets the rebound, down by 9. Moon, left wing. Covered, back out on top to Shaw. Shaw, left wing, launches up the three. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Again, really haven't seen them looking down low as NFE one and done with the rebound.
Yeah, NFE doing a nice job with the rebounds here.
Grove, wide open, set shot, 8 feet away, no good. Nice back out by Anderson there. It allows Bogdanovich to get the rebound. Bogdanovich, nice feed to Shaw. Her driving right-handed layup, up and in. Bulldogs answer in transition. They're back within 7.
And I think that's something that if they're not going to get the ball inside, that's a way to get those closer shots.
And Grove stops in the offensive end on the left wing. Back out on top to Justine Cowley. Right side to Ellsburn. Nobody's committed a foul in the second half. Hoy, middle of the lane, wide open, banks it up and in, facing the basket from 8 feet away. We're just exchanging shots
That's
here.
a big bucket there by Hoy just to keep him honest.
Brooklyn Moon drives in just off the elbow. A little 1-foot runner, rattled in and out. It is no good. Did not stay down for her. Meyer gets the rebound. Cowley back in the offensive end. Tried to go to Meyer. Shaw fronting the lane, and I believe holding Meyer in the process. Foul is on the floor, but it's against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Ashley Shaw working hard there, a little outsized in the post and working hard, trying to get around that post, and just a little too much pushing and shoving there. Official called the official on the ground before any shot.
First stoppage of play for a while. Bogdanovich and Cadence Moon check out. Pika back in there for MFL MarMac along with Autumn Shaw. Meanwhile, Dean coming in. Sarah Dean misses a shot as she got it on the inbounds off the right block. Missed it. Pika then has the rebound knocked away at center court by Ellsburn. So Dean came in for North Fayette Valley along with Jayla Cowley as Grove and Hoy check out for the Tiger Hawks.
Yeah, a little different look here for the Tiger Hawks, but they have so many weapons coming off the bench. They just continue to attack inside.
Halfway through our third quarter, Pika has it on top. Brings it right side, gets by her defender, drives in for the uncontested right-handed layup. Went off a pick there, and Autumn Shaw just stood still, and they're back within 7. Back in the offensive end, Ellsburn. Right side, in the right corner. Back out on top to Justine Cowley. Jayla Cowley there, back on the feed to Justine. Top of the key, Ellsburn right side for three off the front of the rim. But Dean tried to track down the rebound. It's knocked away from behind by Pika in the far corner. And it stays down here with North Fayette Valley. They'll maintain possession.
You know, both these teams do such a good job working the ball and getting good looks, and then once in a while they'll just force the three that's not necessary.
Ellsburn wide open left side for three, nails it, and North Fayette Valley goes back up by 10. That one was necessary.
Yeah, that one was in rhythm and a nice shot by Kaylin Ellsburn.
Back in the offensive end, Pika. Pika stops the dribble, has to go back out on top. Bulldogs back down by double digits. Brooklyn Moon left side, stops the dribble, needs some help. Feeds it in the corner to Pika. Pika drives in, wraparound pass to Anderson. Pika fouled on the drive in off the left side. But they were looking for Anderson there on the ball movement along the baseline.
And they need to. I know she's well covered, but if she can get that ball in there, draw that attention, she's able to kick that out, and you can catch it in rhythm coming out from her instead of trying to force those outside threes.
Grove and Hoy back in for NFE. Meyer and Justine Cowley check out. Inbound Shaw on top to Pika. Pika, crossover dribble, nice bounce feed to Autumn Shaw, banks it up and in from the right side. So Pika's been really the ball handler for MFL MarMac getting into the lane.
Yeah, she does, and she averages about 3 assists a game, and you can see why. She's doing a good job of finding those
Grove
girls.
to Dean on the right block, double team, gets out of it, back to Grove. Left side, Jayla Cowley, left wing. She launches up the three, cupped in and out. Shaw does not get the rebound. Dean does. Put back, blocked by Anderson, but the rebound back into the hands of Dean, whose putback shot rolls off the front of the rim. Missed the putback in NFE. A couple of opportunities. They come up empty. Moon, left side, want to go pick and roll. Anderson trying to get free in the left block as Moon has to go middle of the lane. It's intercepted by Jayla Cowley, who then loses the basketball, and it's picked up by the Bulldogs and Anderson. We exchange turnovers. Here's Shaw, or actually Pika driving in right side, and a foul there, and there is a foul, and it's a moving screen. It's committed there by Autumn Shaw, 21 for a moving screen.
Yeah, official saw that from across the way, and he's calling. She kind of sealed her and held her behind as she went through. That's the screen he's calling. And Coach Calkins, you could see her barking for it, calling for it. Official had it right on top of it.
And that is the third foul on Autumn Shaw. That's maybe why Pika got so clear to the basket the last drive.
It might be.
Jayla Cowley, left side, on top to Grove. Grove, right side to Ellsburn. Baseline to Hoy. Hoy back over on the wing. Brings it back out on top for NFE. 2 minutes left in our third quarter. Baseline, Hoy, wide open, baseline set shot, 15-footer, popped in and out, no good. Touched every part of the rim, then just popped out. Bogdanovich leads the break, drives in, kicks it right side to Shaw. Right side for three, circled around, no good. Hoy loses the rebound, picked up by Pika, and as Pika drives in, tripped by Hoy on the drive-in incidentally, but it's still a foul. And it goes to MFL MarMac off the left side.
Well, Pika tried to put that on the ground and attack the rim, and it went off of Hoy's foot, who was on the ground, so they're calling this a kick. They're going to reset things and give it back to the Bulldogs.
Score to pass along. Central leads Postville at the half, 50-19. Meanwhile, inbounds, Ashley Shaw, left wing for three. Got it, and Shaw brings the Bulldogs back within 5.
And that was big because they need to cut into this lead here going into the fourth quarter. They want to be single digits for sure going into the fourth.
Jayla Cowley in the lane to Dean, trying to back her way down. Shot no good there, but gets her own rebound and then fouled on a reach-in push back there underneath the basket by Pika. So Dean established position. Anderson at first had good straight-up defense, but then Pika coming in to help out defensively down low after Dean missed the shot. They'll take it off the right side. Cowley, Justine Cowley, rolls from the inbounds into the corner, right side for three, shot no good. Dean and Ashley Shaw fighting for the rebound off the left side, goes off the hands of Dean off the left side and back to MFL MarMac.
You've got to love the aggression out of the sophomore Sarah Dean, posting up hard, getting rebounds, just working hard against the very experienced Grace Anderson.
North Fayette Valley to a 1-3-1, and it is again playing the top of that Jayla Cowley. Left side to Shaw. Shaw to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich goes in left corner to Shaw. Deep left corner for three. Aired it out long. Heat check there. Hoy gets the rebound off the deflection. A minute to go in our third quarter. Grove, right side in the lane to Dean. Backs her way down. Spin shot straight up there facing the basket. No good. Hoy gets the rebound, but it's turned over. Intercepted by Bogdanovich. Shaw gets the feed from Bogdanovich. Rolls to the right side. The layup. It is up. It is in. Foul. Count the basket. And Shaw has a chance to bring the Bulldogs back within a bucket.
Yeah, that was just a crazy series down here. Dean kind of got blocked, but nobody grabbed the rebound and then turned it over, and a nice attack there by the Bulldogs. Finding Shaw. Shaw comes across the lane, finishes with the right on the right side, gets rewarded with a free throw.
Anderson checks out as Cadence Moon comes back in. Dean and Jayla Cowley check out for North Fayette Valley. Meyer comes back in. And also Ellsburn back into the ball game. 52 seconds left in the third. Free throw by Shaw, trying to finish the three-point play, and she does. It's 47-45. Ashley Shaw checks out as Brooklyn Moon comes in. Wow. And Shaw has just continued to score here in the second half.
She does. She's just having a great game again. This is 2 in a row that we've seen her play where she's scoring double figures.
47-45. MFL MarMac sticks with the 1-2-2. Tiger Hawks lead by a bucket. Baseline to Hoy. Hoy back over to Cowley. Top of the key, Grove. Top of the key for three. It's off the mark. Hoy, the offensive rebound. Put back, no good, but draws contact. The foul is on Shaw, and without Anderson in there, it really makes MFL MarMac a little smaller down low, and Hoy's length just too tough to handle.
Well, they're a little smaller, but nobody put a body on Brooklyn Hoy, and so she had an easy rebound and just kind of hesitated, didn't get the shot off right away.
Hoy's free throw good. Tiger Hawks go back up by 3. The 4th foul on Autumn Shaw, and Ashley Shaw will check in, the older Shaw girl for MFL MarMac.
And Autumn Shaw's been the recipient of a lot of those inside passes and great finishes around the hoop.
And the second free throw on its way by Hoy. That one good. Makes them both 49-45. Jayla Cowley will come in. Hoy gets a breather. 34 seconds to go in our third quarter. So the Bulldogs, if they choose, can work for the final shot with the shot clock off. North Fayette Valley again stays in the 1-3-1. In the corner, Cadence Moon back out on top to Pika. Pika, top of the key to Brooklyn Moon. Brooklyn Moon center court circle more towards. And Bogdanovich back over to Brooklyn Moon, who holds it just inside of the center court circle. 17 seconds to go in our quarter. Left side to Cadence Moon. Bulldogs appear content to work for one. Cadence Moon back out on top to Bogdanovich, who's bodied there by Justine Cowley and actually almost does the splits at center court. But a foul on Justine Cowley is the third on the Tiger Hawks.
Yeah, only the first foul on Justine Cowley, but under 10 seconds here. So now the Bulldogs are going to have to inbounds it and then attack, and they don't have any tall girls out there right
and
now.
Anderson is coming in for this reason. With 8.9 seconds to go, she'll check in for Pika. You want to get something in the lane if you can.
Yeah, if nothing else, get the shot or the foul.
So, and Ashley Shaw will take it out of bounds in front of the scores table on the near side with 8.9 seconds to go here in the third. Inbounds to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich goes off a pick, trying to go pick and roll. Anderson, the pass intercepted by Meyer. She read it well. Justine Cowley gets it to Ellsburn. Ellsburn dribbles out the clock. She does get a half-court shot off in time, but it is well off the mark. And the third quarter comes to an end. 49-45, NFE in the lead as we go to the fourth. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkbird Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, and Bacon Concrete in Postville.
We start the fourth quarter. North Fayette Valley 49, MFL MarMac 45. Tiger Hawks with the basketball. Ellsburn, Grove, Justine Cowley, Meyer, and Hoy, their starting five. As right side Grove brings it. Cut off there by Brooklyn Moon. So MFL MarMac continue to play 1-2-2. Justine Cowley, right corner for three. Got it from the right side. Tiger Hawks go back up by 7. Cadence Moon, Brooklyn Moon, also out there Pika, Shaw, and as well as Anderson. Little one float runner there by Brooklyn Moon. Shot no good. Anderson tried to save it along the baseline. Runs out of room in the far right side. And North Fayette Valley gets it back. For MFL MarMac, it's been one and done. A lot of trips in the offensive end.
It has, and you feel like NFV has kind of controlled the pace and is forcing the Bulldogs to go a little faster than they want to go right now.
7.5 left in the fourth quarter. Well-played ball game. Tiger Hawks lead by 7. And right side to Ellsburn. Ellsburn in the lane to Cowley, knocked away, but picked up by Ellsburn. Left side to Grove. Grove and the left wing over to Ellsburn. Ellsburn puts it on the floor, stops, gets a step, flips it up with the right hand, tried the Euro step, shot no good. Meyer gets the offensive rebound, tipped it up to herself, able to go for the putback, no good, but fouled by Shaw. And again, North Fayette Valley has been the team to get some second shot opportunities.
They have. They've been crashing the boards pretty hard. When MFL MarMac boxes out, puts a body on a body, they've been doing a nice job of keeping off the glass, but lately it's just been kind of a turn and look and not getting those rebounds.
Myers' free throw off the back of the rim, pushed it long to the left. It is no good. She'll try to put the Tiger Hawks up by 8. The biggest North Fayette Valley lead has been 11 in this ball game. Biggest MFL MarMac lead was 4 early. Second free throw, that one no good. Meyer misses them both. That one went from right to left, and the rebound pulled down there by Shaw for MFL MarMac. Brooklyn Moon back out on top to Cadence Moon. Left side to Brooklyn Moon. Cross-court pass to Shaw. Baseline to Pika. Pika right baseline. Fires up the three. Aired it out long. Grove got the hand on the rebound but couldn't haul it in. Lost it out of bounds, and it stays down here with the Bulldogs off the left side of the basket. What does Anderson have point total in this ball game?
She has 2 points, and that was early in that first quarter.
So really yet to get a lot of touches at all.
And she's averaging, like you said, almost 18 points a game, and she hasn't had many opportunities.
Inbounds to Shaw. Shaw back in the corner. Cadence Moon left corner, open for three. That shot is short. Rebound tracked down in the far corner by Pika. Back over to Brooklyn Moon. 17-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound by Anderson. Could not corral it in the right corner. Finally picked up by Ellsbury. North Fayette Valley there, stopping MFL MarMac that trip down, and now a timeout by the Tigerhawks. They lead by 7. 6:34 to go in our fourth. Let's take this break.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Tigerhawks taking the timeout, leading 52-45. And MFL MarMac here defensively continuing to stay in the 1-2-2, it appears, as we start this stretch. And as I say that, they're going to go to girl here. Trying to be aggressive in the defensive end. They've been playing primarily zone, but after the timeout, switching defensively. Grove on the inbounds. Left side guarded by Brooklyn Moon. Back over on top to Ellsburn. Maybe try to force some turnovers here. And they go to Justine Cowley. Backs her way down. Shot. Banks it long. Good straight up defense by Pika. Didn't let her get to the basket. Rebound by MFL MarMac. Moon back in the offensive end. Stops. Top of the key. 19-footer. Banks it in. The bank stays open late from 19 feet away. 6-minute mark here in the fourth. Bulldogs back within 5.
Yeah, 5-point ball game, and you kind of feel like this is a time where they need to put a run and kind of put North Fayette Valley behind the 8 ball.
Grove drives in, spin move, middle of the lane, up and in with the left hand. Grove has shown a variety of moves in the lane. Back up by 7.
She's having a great night.
Pika drives in, kicks it right side to Brooklyn Moon, left side to Shaw. Open, left wing, launches the three, nailed it. Got it from the left side. Shaw has picked up the offensive scoring attack, and they're back within 4. Backcourt area is Ellsburn. Ellsburn right side in the lane now to Hoy. Gets a step by Anderson, tries to feed it to Meyer on the left block. An errant pass. Meyer loses her footing along the baseline, and the Tigerhawks turn it over, trying to go from right to left along the baseline.
Yeah, trying to go post to post on the interior, and if Grace Anderson's not going to be able to touch the ball in the offensive end, she's going to have to work pretty hard on Hoy and evidence that last time down, making her give it up.
Bogdanovich back into the ball game as Cadence Moon checks out. And to North Fayette Valley, back to their girl-to-girl defense as Pika has it right side. Bounce pass in the lane to Anderson. Muscles up the shot. An errant shot from right side. Lined it out short. She was caught whether she could use the backboard to shoot it straight. Errant shot. Hoy at the free throw line. 15-footer. Banks it long. Meyer the offensive putback. Banks it up and in. Facing the basket from 8 feet away. She was just inside of Hoy. They're back up by 6 at the 5-minute mark. Pika drives right down the defense, took an extra step, and even in the NBA, that's traveling, as Pika drove in and wanted to take a swooping left-handed layup, but had to run around the long stretched arms of Hoy, which forced the violation.
Yeah, Pika kind of found herself right in the middle of the lane, and Hoy's long arms, and just took that extra step, but I don't know if she thought nobody would notice, but officials, good call right on top of that.
Autumn Shaw back into the game for MFL MarMac. Inbounds pass as the Bulldogs are picking them up full court. It's knocked away by Anderson. So MFL MarMac here going to pick them up full court. Let's see if they try to trap out of this full
maybe
court
try
defense.
to trap or just try to force them to turn it over, but something to change the pace in their favor.
And the ball knocked away again on the inbounds as Justine Cowley approaching that far corner on the right side. Had it deflected away on the entry pass to Hoy. So if you're Hoy, you want to throw it inbounds to Hoy, throw it up, let her go get it. Justine Cowley inbounds to Hoy. And Hoy waits for a guard in Grove to get the inbounds pass. So MFL MarMac does not trap as Grove brings it into the offensive end, right side. Grove on the top of the key, feeds it to Ellsburn. Ellsburn, guarded by Moon, brings it right side and drives baseline, gets a step by Moon, sweeps in from the left side, misses the shot. Rebound deflected out of there, saved by Ellsburn, but she carried the basketball trying to control it on the far sideline area. And a turnover by North Fayette Valley.
Yeah, great hustle play by Ellsburn there, picking up the loose ball, just not able to wrangle it. Got kind of on top of it.
Yeah, it looked like Hoy actually kept that possession alive.
She did.
MFL MarMac with Bogdanovich into the offensive end. Usually you see Bogdanovich and Anderson so good in the lane, but they've been perimeter-oriented tonight. Shaw at the free throw line, 15-footer. It is good. Bumps into Anderson after making the shot. They're all right. And it's a 4-point lead again as Shaw answers from inside the free throw line. As we approach the 4-minute mark, Grove looking backdoor, leads Hoy. Hoy drives in, scores the left-handed layup. Hoy on the entry pass there for Grove, who led her perfectly in stride.
Yeah, a lot of hands and a lot of jostling for that position, but nice finish by Hoy over Anderson.
58-52, NFE in the lead. And here is Shaw now in the offensive end, and North Fayette Valley defensively forcing MFL MarMac to take a timeout. 6-point lead here, 58-52. North Fayette Valley in the lead. Timeout Bulldogs.
At Al-McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we provide more than energy. We also provide ideas to help keep you safe. Did you know light bulbs can reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit and are an often overlooked fire hazard? Overloaded outlets or faulty wires can also cause fires. Never run appliance or extension cords under rugs or furniture, as the cords can overheat and cause a fire. At Al-McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Al-McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Both teams in great shape timeout-wise. They each have 3. North Fayette Valley leads MFL MarMac 58-52 for the Bulldogs here. Again, this doesn't stop your game plan, but that is try to get the ball down low.
Yeah, try to get the ball inside and go inside out, but they just haven't been able to establish much inside the paint tonight.
Brooklyn Moon, left side to Bogdanovich, brings it baseline. She's going to take a baseline 15-footer. It is good from the left sideline. So Bogdanovich, and that's a good look, facing the basket. They're back within 4. Ellsburn beats the pressure, drives left side, has a lane to the basket, scores the left-handed layup. No help defense there. 60-54, the Tiger Hawks answer. Bogdanovich drives down, one-handed runner facing the basket, pushes it long. Anderson tips out the rebound but cannot control it. Grove gets the rebound underneath for North Fayette Valley. Jayla Cowley just came in ahead of the pack. The shot blocked by Shaw. Rebound picked up there on the floor by Autumn Shaw. Ashley the block defensively. And as Meyer and Autumn Shaw jockeying along the baseline, Meyer was out of bounds. Both of them on the floor, but the ball goes back to the Bulldogs.
And that was just a strange sequence because the Bulldogs aren't getting back quick enough to get ahead of those ball handlers. They're just attacking the rim and finishing.
Back to the 1-3-1 for North Fayette Valley after that timeout as we approach the 3-minute mark. Brooklyn Moon, left side to Bogdanovich. Puts it on the floor. Drives in. Wraparound pass to Anderson on the right block. Kicks it in the corner to Shaw. Back over to Moon. Right side, a step behind the arc for 3. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Hoy got the rebound as Hoy and Anderson kind of fighting for position. And Anderson is called for the rebound. They were both kind of holding each other. And it is Anderson called for the foul.
Well, and you can see both of them trying to slip that extra arm underneath there, trying to catch the other one, and they're both doing it, and Anderson got caught that time.
It is the 6th foul on MFL MarMac. NFE has committed 3. So the Tiger Hawks are in the bonus for the final 2:53 of regulation. Inbounds to Ellsburn. Tigerhawks lead 60-54. Ellsburn has it left side, cut off by Shaw. Ellsburn looking for Grove. Grove trying to back down over Brooklyn Moon. Covered left side to Ellsburn. Left wing launches the three. Got it! Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Tigerhawks go up by 9 with 2.5 to go.
And you can hear this crowd coming to life. That was a big basket, and they know that they're on the brink of something here, but they got to play some defense. MFL is going to get a shot here.
Brooklyn Moon on top to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich right side baseline to Shaw. Right wing. Bogdanovich right side for 3. Got it! Bogdanovich says, I'll play long ball with you. And the Bulldogs off the mat, back within 6.
And some full court pressure here, trying to slow the Tigerhawks down a little bit by the Bulldogs.
Do you start to extend the game by sending North Fayette Valley to the foul line, which
Possibly.
we'll talk more about? Timeout taken by the Tigerhawks. They lead by 6. 2:06 to go. Let's take this break.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
So North Fayette Valley takes a timeout. If you're MFL MarMac, with 2 minutes to go here, trailing by 6, do you start to send North Fayette Valley to the free throw line? Again, from time, they've been better as of late, but this is not a great free throw shooting team.
On the season, about a 50% free throw shooting team, but, hit and miss. There's times where they're on, there's times where they're off. Do you take your chances and maybe try to win that battle from the free throw line?
Inbounds, Justine Cowley goes right side to Meyer. Meyer drives in and a reach-in foul immediately as Shaw and also Moon, and that was, I believe, Brooklyn Moon, converge defensively. The foul is on Moon on the reach-in. So that puts Cassidy Meyer to the free throw line, and this is what we're talking about. Meyer is 20 of 42 on the season. So North Fayette Valley leading by 6. They shoot 49.5% as a team. This is a 1-and-1. Free throw being eyed by Meyer. Free throw is short. It is no good. Bogdanovich gets the rebound. So that may be the strategy for MFL MarMac. Bogdanovich, right side on top. Brooklyn Moon, wide open, right side for 3. Got it! And the Bulldogs are back within 3 with 1:50 left here in the 4th. Ellsburn in the backcourt. Bulldogs got it back to a one-possession game. $1:45 now. Ellsburn stops the dribble, top of the key, needs some help, goes backdoor to Grove. Grove drives in the layup, blocked by Anderson. Rebound by Meyer, and I believe they're going to call a jump ball as Meyer tied up with Bogdanovich, and the ball's going to go to MFL MarMac on the alternate possession rule.
Well, and it's a stat that does show up, but you kind of lose it. That was a huge block by Grace Anderson on Grove, who had a nice lane to the basket.
The help defense off the right side. 90 seconds left in a wildly entertaining game tonight here in West Union. Bulldogs can tie with a 3. Brooklyn Moon back out on top to Bogdanovich. You don't need a 3, though, here, and Bogdanovich dribbled it out of bounds. She tried to make a cross dribble just in front of the MFL MarMac bench, and they turn it over unforced.
And you can't dwell on it. You got to get up and play defense here, force another turnover, try to get the ball back somehow.
1:22 left in the 4th. Justine Cowley in the backcourt gets it into the offensive end to Meyer. Meyer hold the basketball, wait for a guard to come get it, but nobody's coming to get it. Finally, Ellsburn does. Ellsburn has it right side and fouled by Cadence Moon with 1:13 to go. Now, when you're talking about free throw shooters, Ellsburn 8 of 19 on the season. And remember, she started the year, I believe, 1 of 22 from the three-point line, but since then she's been like 6 of 20. She's got the perfect form for a shooter.
She's got a great form. She just hasn't been able to knock him down.
Free throw, it is circles around, and it is no good. Touched every part of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Bogdanovich, and a carrying violation. Carrying violation, I believe, on Bogdanovich, perhaps?
Well, so, I think she was trying to establish it and had somebody coming, and she was going to throw it, but then she had to dribble it again or pick it up, and she tried to dribble it. And you can see the frustration on her face, but MFL is going to have to play defense again here.
And Cowley takes it on the inbounds after back-to-back turnovers by the Bulldogs. Inbounds on top to Grove. Grove pulls it back. We approach 1 minute left here in the 4th. And Moon a reach-in foul on Grove. A travel on Grove. At first, it looked like it was going to be a reach-in foul on Brooklyn Moon, but she forced the travel.
Yeah, she forced an interruption in the dribble, and all of a sudden put it on the ground again, and the official said that's a double or travel.
So the Bulldogs force a turnover, and here again down by 3 with possession inside a minute left in the fourth. Left side, it is Brooklyn Moon trying to go off a pick. Good defense by Ellsburn, but a 5-second violation. Ellsburn playing defense there, and Brooklyn Moon couldn't shake her away. It was the cross-court official that made the call.
It was. They were trying to set up a screen and roll and trying to get Brooklyn Moon open off the screen, and she just didn't go anywhere. She couldn't get off that screen.
So after a well-played game, we've had a few turnovers here late, and in the inbounds pass knocked away to Meyer by Shaw, and they're going to give it to MFL MarMac. So the Tiger Hawks turn it over. Things have tightened up a bit here, and the Bulldogs take a timeout now with possession. 54 seconds to go. 63-60, NFV in the lead. Let's take this break.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
63-60. I think we have had more turnovers here in the last 30 seconds of play than we had the entire game before this.
Yeah, both teams just not being patient with the ball and just turning it over. They just need to relax, do what they need to do here.
Bogdanovich back in the game, brings it across the timeline. You don't need 3 if you're MFL MarMac. Pick and roll. They try to go to Anderson. Intercepted by Hoy. So North Fayette Valley defended it well. Hoy back to Ellsburn, and Ellsburn fouled by Cadence Moon. Now that is the 9th team foul by MFL MarMac, so it is still a 1-1 with 41 seconds left here in the fourth.
And MFL MarMac is just struggling to get anything, and I think that was a better idea. Let's get the ball inside. You've got enough time. You can get an inside basket. Maybe you get the and one and get the 3 that way.
Yeah, that was a set pick and roll play. They were trying to get Bogdanovich and Anderson, and likely Anderson rolling to the basket. So it is Ellsburn to the free throw line for a 1-1 free throw. It is good. 64-60, North Fayette Valley in the lead. And the crowds have been great tonight. NFV students on their side, on their feet there to the left. And Ellsburn tries to make it a 5-point lead for North Fayette Valley. 41 seconds left here in the fourth. Ellsburn spins it. Second free throw on its way. Left-handed touch. Missed the rim. It is off the right. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Anderson. But we've got a violation, and the ball goes back to the Bulldogs.
But that one free throw is huge because now it's a 2-possession game. But MFL MarMac needs to realize we can attack the basket and get 2 here.
We talked about the fouls for MFL MarMac. North Fayette Valley is going to pick them up full court. They've only committed 3 fouls, so they can be aggressive defensively. But Pika zips right through the pressure. Tried to go to Anderson. It's an errant pass. Knocked away. Picked up by the Tiger Hawks. And back in the offensive end is Grove, and fouled by Brooklyn Moon with 31.7 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Pika did the right thing. Beat the pressure. Tried to attack, but just could not hang on to things.
Well, she didn't know that Ellsburn was coming from behind, and I don't know if she got to her or she heard footsteps, but whatever it was, it worked because Pika turns it over, and nice job by the Tiger Hawks picking it up.
Grove's free throw, it's off the back of the rim. It is no good. She is an exact 50% free throw shooter at 25 of 50. So MFL MarMac decides the strategy of sending NFV to the line. Again, everything is 2 free throws, so here's the second one by Grove. Second free throw, it is good. They'll take 1 of 2. They lead 65-60, 30 seconds left in the fourth. Brooklyn Moon beats the pressure, takes a 3 from the volleyball line off the front of the rim. It is no good. Grove gets the rebound with 20 seconds to go, and a reach-in foul committed by Shaw. So North Fayette Valley leading by 5, and we'll go back to the free throw line. Grove gets 2 more.
Yeah, a couple more opportunities here for Grove, and running out of time for the Bulldogs. They got to hope for a couple of misses and a quick basket because they're going to have to foul again.
And again, MFL MarMac was hoping for a quick 3. And Brooklyn Moon figured, I'm open here. If anything, let's get a long rebound maybe. Grove's free throw line drives. It is no good. 20.7 seconds to go. NFE's struggles from the free throw line continue, but they've made a couple, and right now that appears to be enough. Second free throw by Grove. It is good. 1 of 2 right on her schedule. 66-60 NFE in the lead. 20 seconds left in the fourth. They go in the lane to Anderson. Knocked away from behind. Loose ball picked up by Grove, and Grove is fouled with 13 seconds to go. Back to the other end, and 2 more free throws for North Fayette Valley.
Yeah, interesting strategy there. They know they need to get a couple of scores and tried to throw that ball into Anderson, which they haven't been able to do all night long. And Hoy tall enough just to tip that away from the back without making any contact on Anderson, and picked up by the Tigerhawks. Grove going to the free throw line. A couple more free throws here, a couple more opportunities to kind of put this away.
Both these teams have played tonight like 2 of the better teams in the Upper Iowa Conference. It's lived up to it. Second free throw, the first free throw by Grove, it is no good off the back of the rim. She'll have another opportunity. I believe they are now 3 of 9 so far in the final stretch here. And the second free throw being eyed by Grove. That free throw on its way, it is good, but made enough. 67-60 with 13 seconds to go. Brooklyn Moon brings it across the timeline, feeds it back to Cadence, left side to Shaw. Shaw in the lane to Anderson, deflected out of bounds, and that may typify the night it's been for MFL MarMac. Anytime they've tried to go down low, North Fayette Valley has stopped them.
They've done a nice job of keeping it out of Anderson's hands. They've had some sparks, but not enough tonight.
Inbounds, Brooklyn Moon brings it to left side. She's going to fire up a 3 on its way, airs it out. The ball goes out of bounds, and the game comes to an end. It is North Fayette Valley in a high-scoring affair, outscoring MFL MarMac in an entertaining game. North Fayette Valley stays in the 3rd spot in the Upper Iowa Conference, outscoring MFL MarMac by a final score of 67-60. With the win, NFE 9-5, 9-3 in the conference. MFL MarMac drops to 10-6, 8-4 in the conference. A quick break. When we return, game stats and the coaching interviews for the boys' game coming up. The Chalk Talk on the way, that and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. People's State Bank is offering for a limited time a 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rate subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Final score, North Fayette Valley 67, MFL MarMac 60. We turn things over to Coach Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, starting with the Tigerhawks.
Tigerhawks led tonight by McKenna Grove with 20 points. 17 points for Kaylin Ellsburn, 10 points for Cassidy Meyer, another 10 points for Brooklyn Hoy, 6 points for Justine Cowley, 4 points for Sarah Dean, 67 points tonight.
Ashley Shaw leads all scores for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, Ashley Shaw with 26 points again tonight, 8 points for Brooklyn Moon, 7 points for Hannah Bogdanovich, 6 points for Autumn Shaw, 6 points for Cadence Moon, 5 points for Caitlin Pika, and 2 points for Grace Anderson. I was missing that one.
So again, MFL MarMac couldn't get the inside game going tonight due to North Fayette Valley's length, and the Tigerhawks win. Other girls' scores, Central leads Postville 67-22 starting the fourth. Edco girls defeating East Buchanan 48-46. Albernet beat Starmont 67-18. A quick break. When we return, the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
T&T Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? T&T Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at T&T Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
It's time now for the Bulldog Tiger Hawk boys game. The MFL MarMac boys are running away with the Upper Iowa Conference. They have been dominated against a league competition. They look to stay perfect in the league and move closer to a league title. For NFV, the Tiger Hawks have won 8 in a row to move themselves just 2 games back of the leaders. This is the first of 2 against the Bulldogs. A win tonight shakes up the conference race. It's the boys' turn now with MFL MarMac and North Fayette Valley. The Chalk Talk for the boys' game next.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
With American Family Insurance, you've got the ultimate road trip companion. Our Travel Peace of Mind package is there to help when things don't go as planned. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, I'll help you prepare for bumps in the road while you pack your bags. Just ask me how.
Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, your team 14-1, 10-0 in the conference. An impressive win on Friday night. Your last ball game defeated Turkey Valley 89-32. Tell me about that game.
Well, I really thought it was one of our most complete ball games of the year. We came out and played really, really well on the defensive end of the floor for pretty much the entire game, and then offensively we shot the ball really well. So, it was one of our better efforts, I felt, to this point in the season.
All right, so certainly good way to enter tonight's ball game. Let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
All right, the guards will start Wyatt Powell and Zach Driscoll. Forwards will be Carver Blitz Bentine and Parker Keel, and then Hunter Meyer in the middle.
And again, some kids contribute off the bench for you too.
We'll see Bryce Deal, Brock Hackett, Landon Meany, and Cade McKellen off the bench, and then we'll just kind of see how it goes from there.
All right, turning our attention to North Fayette Valley, what do you know about the Tiger Hawks?
Well, I know that they're on a 7-game win streak, so they're playing their best basketball of the year right now. They have a little bit of size in the middle, so we're going to have to deal with that. And they are, I believe they only have 2 conference losses, so they're right behind us in the conference race.
All right, so what do you see as keys in a ball game for MFL MarMac then? What do you have to do?
Well, we're going to play well defensively. That's kind of the key for us. If we play well defensively, everything else probably kind of goes with that. Obviously, with their size, we're going to have to rebound the basketball really, really well and then hopefully shoot it all right.
All right, the big thing is offensively. This is a team that is so balanced offensively. You've had different guys step up for you all season long.
Yeah, we really do. I think we had 4 guys the other night in double figures, and we've had up to 6 at different times this year. So, we're kind of tough to guard because we got a number of guys that can put the ball in the hole.
All right, as we enter the final couple of weeks of the season here, as far as improvement, what are you looking for improvement here down the stretch?
Just consistency at both ends of the floor. We still got to, make sure that we play defense for 4 quarters, and then, offensively, move the basketball and hit shots.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game tonight. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn and his Bulldog team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Sode's Green Acre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Green Acre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmers.realfood.realmeat.com.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by North Fayette Valley boys basketball coach Matt Cranbeer. Coach, your team 9-4, 9-2 in the conference. Picked up your 8th win in a row, defeating Postville 61-50 on Friday night. Tell me about that game.
Well, I think after the game we talked, you said it best. It was kind of a workmanlike effort on our part. We got off to a really good start. I think we had, at some point 15-4, but just were never able to get over that hump to kind of put Postville away. I think we had at one point 16 or so. We got sloppy after that first quarter. Had 22 turnovers. Didn't really sustain the type of focus that we had. But bottom line is getting a win in January in the conference on the road is a good thing. But we would learn from it, and we talked quite a bit about it. So it was a good thing for us that night, though.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, we're going to start Kyler White, Peyton Lofsgaard, Emerson Ward, Cale Reister, and Blake Reister.
And again, some kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, we'll bring Andre Fuentes, Declan Hines, Gavin Grove, and Connor Depke.
All right, turning our attention to MFL MarMac, what do you know about the Bulldogs?
Well, I know they are as advertised. They come in with a 14-1 record, and they're the best team we played this year. They handle the ball. They're experienced. They're skilled. They're going to play the game 84 feet. They're going to get on top of you defensively, and then they're going to push the ball offensively. They play with a lot of pace and space both ways. Scoring a ton of points. I think they're averaging nearly 80 and winning by nearly 40 points a game. So we definitely got our work cut out for us tonight. But once again, we're looking forward to it. It's nice to have a meaningful game late January in the conference.
Yeah, let's talk about keys in a ball game for North Fayette Valley. Then what do you have to do?
Well, I think first and foremost we have to handle the ball versus their pressure and limit our turnovers. They're going to turn us over. They turn everybody over. But we can't let them get live ball turnovers, and we have to keep that number down in the low teens and below that to have any chance. Their steals is what drives everything. Their high shooting percentage, their margin of victory, that's critical. And then second, we got to rebound. They also average 16 offensive rebounds a game. So when you couple that with the 19 steals they average, that's 34 extra possessions that they'll put on teams a game, and that's how they're able to win by such large margins. So those are the first two things that we have to do, and then other things got to fall into place too. We got to shoot the ball well, and we got to finish when we get the ball inside. But those first two things, handling the ball and rebounding, are going to be critical tonight.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you.
North Fayette Valley basketball coach Matt Cranbeer and his Tiger Hawk team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Elgin State Bank of Elgin and Wadena, member FDIC. Gunderson Palmer Lutheran Hospital and Clinics. Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader and by KAR Auto Group.
Welcome back to West Union. Welcome back to game number 2. North Fayette Valley girls beat MFL MarMac tonight by a final score of 67-60. Other girls finals: Central beat Postville 76-23. Edco over East Buchanan 48-46. Alburnett defeated Starmont 67-18. We're ready to go with our boys matchup tonight. MFL MarMac has a 2-game lead on everybody in the conference. The closest team is North Fayette Valley with those 2 conference losses. Here we go with the boys' turn.
Yeah, I think for MFL MarMac tonight, got to have a quick start as always. They need to learn to attack in that half court, especially tonight being outsized a little bit inside. And they need to keep NFE off the glass. With that height, both the Reister boys crashing the glass on a regular basis, going to have to keep them off. But for the Tiger Hawks, they got to weather the storm. Be strong with the ball, pound that thing inside, defend, and rebound, and I think they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, you hope that maybe you catch MFL MarMac, maybe a little off tonight offensively, but the big thing is defensively. If MFL MarMac locks it in for 4 quarters, they really are as good as anybody. Deb Mott's ready for the starting lineups here. Let's go courtside now with starting lineups for game number 2 with North Fayette Valley and MFL MarMac, as Deb Mott is getting the microphone ready at the scores table. Not quite ready. The officials are giving the fist bumps, and we don't have our microphone on. And she's now
MFL
there we go.
MarMac Bulldogs and our North Fayette Valley Tiger Hawks. Our officials for this evening are Tim Alexander, Wade Blumhart, and Kyle Clark. Please do your help in practicing good sportsmanship at all times and support these officials. Now for the starting lineups. For the Bulldogs, junior number 0, Wyatt Powell. For the Tiger Hawks, sophomore number 10, Kyler White. For the Bulldogs, sophomore number 1, Zachary Driscoll. For the Tiger Hawks, junior number 11, Peyton Lufsgaard. For the Bulldogs, junior number 2, Carver Blitz Benteen. For the Tiger Hawks, sophomore number 20, Kale Reister. For the Bulldogs, sophomore number 3, Parker Keel. For the Tiger Hawks, senior number 23, Blake Reister. And for the Bulldogs, senior number 22, Hunter Meyer. For the Tiger Hawks, senior number 24, Emerson Ward.
Great job there, Deb Motts, with the starting lineups once again, ready to go with game number 2. Let's update you on a couple of boys' scores. East Buchanan leads Edco 29-14 at the half, and Alburnett leads Starmont 52-11 at the half. We'll get you Postville Central updates as well tonight. Here we go with game number 2 tonight with MFL MarMac and North Fayette Valley. Bulldogs come in. They are 14-1. That lone loss to Decorah in a non-conference game. 10-0 in the conference. North Fayette Valley is 9-4, 9-2. The Tiger Hawks have won 8 in a row, by the way. Kale Reister leads them offensively, averaging nearly 15 points and 9 rebounds. Blake Reister, 12 points and 7 boards. MFL MarMac, 4 scores in double figures. Driscoll at 20. Wyatt Powell and Carver Blitz Benteen at a dozen each. Parker Keel averages 11, and they get contributions off the bench as well. So Blake Riester, along with Blitz Benteen to jump it up, they shake hands, and we're ready to go with our second matchup here tonight. Ball is in the air. Tip is controlled by Postville, or North Fayette Valley, into the backcourt as Riester, I was thinking the game the other night. Riester got the rebound. North Fayette Valley, last ball game against Postville on Friday night, they won. Blake Riester to Cale Riester on the right block. Back now to Blake Riester. Right side, Cale Riester drives in, wraparound pass to Lofsgaard, scores the layup from the left side. MFL MarMac comes out man-to-man, and you expect the Tiger Hawks to try to go one-on-one inside.
Yeah, they're going to try to, take care of those matchups and try to exploit something.
Powell drives in, takes a bank shot 8 feet away, just outside the lane, up and in. So Powell oversaw what North Fayette Valley was doing defensively and hits the jump shot. By the way, full court man-to-man defense by MFL MarMac. The Tiger Hawks were in man-to-man their last trip down. On top, White, left side to Ward. Ward, guarded by Parker, brings it to the free throw line, drives in, Leaner leaves it short. Powell gets the rebound. There's the baseball pass ahead to Driscoll. Driscoll drives in, double pump layup, scores it from the right side. Just like that, you got to get back on defense. Bulldogs lead 4-2.
Yeah, nice run into the court there by the Bulldogs and getting that easy layup.
Backcourt area, White, the young sophomore, pushes it left side to Lofsgaard. They beat the pressure into the offensive end with Ward. Watch the matchup with Meyer and Riester, a couple of football guys matching up there on the left block. Riester the fullback, Meyer the tackle. Right side in the corner, that is White. North Fayette Valley has no problem keeping this a lower pace game. Cale Riester, who's guarded by Driscoll, knocked away by Driscoll, but Riester recovers. Little push shot just outside the lane from 12 feet away, up and in. Driscoll just missed the steal, Riester the basket. And Meyer, as they try to lead him offensively, Powell tried to push it ahead to Meyer, overshot him. Meyer with that big leg brace on the right side, couldn't climb the ladder to get that one, and the Bulldogs turn it over.
Cale Riester shoots a shot like that and lofts it like that. That's hard to guard.
Cale Riester has as good a face-up game as anybody's you're going to see in the conference. Helps bring it into the offensive end to White. White is guarded by Powell. A couple of quick guys there, but Powell the more experienced player. As back out on top here to Blake Riester. Riester driving right side, back over to Ward. Ward on the right wing. Tiger Hawks just getting into their offense with the shot clock at 15. Blake Riester pass in the lane, gets it by his defender, then traveled in the lane. Oh, they say he's fouled on the floor. He actually ended up traveling, but he was bodied as he made the move, and a foul committed by MFL MarMac down low.
Yeah, and that call's on the floor, so they're going to have to take it out here on the left side of the hoop.
Fouls on Keel. That'll be our first whistle of the game. Lofsgaard will take it inbounds left side. Has to go back out on top to White near the center court line, and they'll set it up with Ward. Ward at the volleyball line, brings it right side. And again, backdoor, feeds White, little one-handed leaner, leaves it short. Blake Riester, the offensive rebound, muscles it up. The shot, no good. Meyer alternate. And the rebound pulled down there by Driscoll, deflected by Meyer. Driscoll back in the offensive end, and he's guarded by Cale Riester. This is interesting because Riester is 6'4". Left side, Parker Keel open for three. It grazed the side of the rim. Rebound, Blitz Benteen saves it back to Meyer. Meyer's post-up shot, they're going to wave it off the board. An offensive foul. As he turned, Blake Riester draws the charge, and the second whistle against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice job by Blake Riester just holding his ground there and getting run over by Meyer. Great save by Blitz Benteen down here on a ball that looked like it was going to go out of bounds.
Good hustle there, shows the quickness of the Bulldogs. Cale Riester inbounds to White. And again, MFL MarMac doesn't do any trapping. They're just going to man you up full court. But what they're able to do is switch on just about everything you do pick-wise. White stops his dribble, trouble, and reaching in and forcing a jump ball as Powell. Again, that's where White's going to get into some trouble. To the sideline there, that's the extra defender, nowhere to go.
Well, and that's why they don't have to trap. They're so quick with their hands, and if you put that out in front at all, they're going to grab a hold of that thing, either tie it up or take it away, and off they go.
Andre Fuentes makes his first appearance for North Fayette Valley, a 6-foot junior, as Ward checks out 3 minutes in. Driscoll hands it to Blitz Benteen. Blitz Benteen driving in, left side, uses the right hand. The shot no good, but fouled there by Fuentes on the drive in. So you'll see MFL MarMac here, and with any one of these guys, the exception may be Meyer, but any one of those four perimeter guys are going to try to take you to the basket.
They're going to put it on the floor, and they're going to attack you, see what they can do. They'll do that little probe dribble. If they can get past you or get a shoulder by you, maybe they go to the hoop. They can pull up and shoot it over you. They're very versatile.
But Blitz Benteen, the free throw rattles in and out. It is no good. Blitz Benteen, by the way, is a 79% free throw shooter. Powell is at a little over 50%. Driscoll is their top free throw shooter at 86%. But again, Blitz Benteen there as well. Parker Keel also a good free throw shooter. Brock Hackett shoots 80%. So the second free throw good, 1 of 2 by Blitz Benteen, and 3 minutes in, the Bulldogs lead 5-4. White, clear out, bring it in the offensive end. Guarding his hip is Powell, then Powell reach in foul. That was good defense there. Powell, I don't know if he's called for the reach or he's called for the hand on the back. I think the hand in the back.
Well, yeah, and he had great help in the lane. Blitz Benteen had stepped up, and they had White locked down, but put that hand on his back as he went by and got called for the foul behind the play.
Lofsgaard inbounds to White. White has it in the near corner. That's the left side. Brings it back out on top. Right side to Cale Reister. Reister back over to Lofsgaard. And Lofsgaard on top, again guarded by Driscoll now as they switch everything on the perimeters. White has it left side. Looking for Fuentes, stops the dribble, needs a little help. White feeds it back to Cale Reister. Reister now guarded by Blitz Benteen. Again, this is at the volleyball line. Shot clock is at 10. Patience by North Fayette Valley. Fuentes back over to Cale Reister, but you better hurry. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cale Reister backs down, takes the shot over Parker Keel, banks it long. It is no good, facing the basket. Powell able to one-hand the rebound. Then a baseball pass ahead to Driscoll. Driscoll drives in, left-handed layup, scores it. As Blake Reister tried to go for the block, ends up on the court. But again, Powell with a full court pass. They lead 7-4.
That was a big swing by Cale Reister, and he just tumbles to the ground.
And in the offensive end, White. White stops the dribble in the corner, brings it back out on top to Reister. Halfway through the opening quarter, Bulldogs lead by 3. Backdoor cut, they try to go to Lofsgaard, deflected by Driscoll. Here's a steal. Powell the loose basketball, right side to Blitz Benteen. Blitz Benteen puts it on the floor, drives in, takes the shot, loses it, stripped by Blake Reister. Blitz Benteen feeds it back to Driscoll in the lane. And Driscoll brings it back out on top here offensively. Driscoll wants to go one-on-one, drives, feeds it left side to Meyer, banks it up and in from the left side. And a timeout taken by the Tigerhawks. Bulldogs in the midst of a run. They lead 9-4, the early lead. Let's take this break.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Our first time out of the ball game taken by North Fayette Valley. And again, when you face an MFL MarMac team, you know how they just feed on runs. And Coach Cranbeer says, let's just take a timeout.
He's just trying to get ahead of that run because it's just kind of a mini run here, but they've been a little stagnant offensively. Maybe he can get them re-energized, know what they're going to do against this full court man-to-man pressure.
So inbounds will be Cale Reister. And taking it in the backcourt, MFL MarMac again, full court pressure. Declan Hines checked in for the Tigerhawks for Lofsgaard during that break. Gives them another lengthy player. They clear out. Also into the game for MFL MarMac is number 10, and that is going to be Brock Hackett. And also checking in as well is Bryce Deal. Meanwhile, North Fayette Valley, Cale Reister tried to go baseline to Blake Reister, overshot him out of bounds, and a turnover by the Tigerhawks.
Yeah, not a very good angle for that entry pass. He needed to take that dribble a little farther to the wing and get that good bounce pass into Blake Reister.
And across the timeline is Powell. The officials take time for a second because our shot clock had not started. So the game clock's at 3:18, and they'll run the shot clock down to about 30 seconds, I would say, maybe 29.
And I think those two here at North Fayette Valley are tied, so they're going to have to run that down, or they're just going to start it.
Restart it at 35, say good enough. All right. So we'll restart the shot clock. Powell brings it into the offensive end to Driscoll. Driscoll fakes the handoff, feeds it back to Hackett. Hackett at the free throw line, 15-foot jump shot, banks it in. Hackett off the bench gives them a lift, and averaging about 5 points a ball game. They're up by 7 on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, that run's continuing here. They haven't been able to stop it so far.
Cale Reister in the backcourt, hounded by Driscoll, but able to bring it into the offensive end. Nice to have that size and the ability to handle the ball. Hands it back to White. And again, the Bulldogs switch on the pick, and White now guarded by Driscoll. Left side to Hines. Hines is guarded by Blitz Benteen. Right side, that is driving in. Cale Reister, little runner, forced it, no good. Missed the driving leaner from the right baseline from 8 feet away, aired it out. Powell, touch pass, tried to go to Deal. Pass overshot, trying to lead Deal in transition. Tried a touch pass in the lane, and the Bulldogs turn it over in transition.
Yeah, the Bulldogs doing a nice job getting up and down the court and shooting well so far. North Fayette Valley just not getting clean looks and good shots at this point.
White checks out. Number 11 coming back in there in Peyton Lofsgaard. And this is what MFL MarMac will do. Full court, try to wear you down. Inbounds to Blake Reister. Reister's guarded by Deal. It's another football matchup, by the way. Cale Reister brings it up the sideline, and then a body call on Driscoll. So Driscoll along the sideline, kind of rode him by the hip. And that is the fourth whistle against MFL MarMac, first on Driscoll.
Yeah, concern there for Coach Detbarn getting into foul trouble, put North Fayette Valley at the free throw line. I don't think he wants that to happen.
Backcourt to Fuentes. Again, North Fayette Valley only averages 52 points a ball game. MFL MarMac at 77. So again, NFE would just as soon keep it at 50. Hackett knocked the ball away from Fuentes, taken away by Powell. Powell drives in, scores the right-handed layup. It's a 9-0 run by MFL MarMac, and they lead 13-4.
Yeah, just miscommunication there. Fuentes not taking care of the ball and giving it up. Open court for Wyatt Powell. He's going to go to the rack every time.
2-minute mark in our first quarter. Backcourt area is Lofsgaard. Tiger Hawks have been on 4 for a while. Hines to the elbow. Blake Reister bounce pass, and again, intercepted by Driscoll. He anticipated it. They were looking for the backdoor cut. Driscoll drives left side. Wraparound pass to Hackett on the wing. 12-foot jump shot. Popped in and out. Goes up. Comes back down. And they lead by 11 with 90 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, this has been a quiet run, but a necessary one for the Bulldogs. NFE's got to find a way to answer here.
Lofsgaard beats the pressure. Methodically, the Bulldogs here in the first quarter pulling away. Lofsgaard stops just outside the lane. Hits the 12-footer from the right side. Stops the bleeding in a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. But again, Driscoll back in the offensive end. On top to Powell. They attack from the get-go, but a good job by the Tiger Hawks getting back. Blitz Benteen at the elbow. Fakes, takes the jump shot. Right elbow, misses the 15-footer. Fuentes gets the rebound off the left. Tiger Hawks ahead of the pack is Lofsgaard. He's got a lane to the basket. Drives in, falls down, shot no good. He was off balance, picked up by Blitz Benteen. Back to Driscoll. Driscoll drives in the layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And the Bulldogs lead by 11.
And I think Lofsgaard was looking for a little contact down there, but good straight-up defense by the Bulldogs. And then the run out, of course, and Driscoll going hard to the hoop and just got that little contact. Able to make the basket, able to get the free throw.
Substitutions. Meyer and Keel check back in. Powell and checking out as well as Deal for MFL MarMac. Fuentes with his second foul will check out. He has both of the NFE fouls as Ward comes in. And this will be at the free throw line here. Driscoll trying to put him up by a dozen. Free throw, it's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Driscoll, by the way, this season has missed all of 6 free throws. That was his 7th miss. He was 36 of 42 coming into tonight. So left side, it is Lofsgaard. It's a great free throw shooter. And back over to Ward. Ward on the left side. And again, he's now matched up by Hackett. And left side trying to get something in the lane, maybe to Reister. Pass that is knocked away by Driscoll. Steals it at center court. Scores the right-handed layup from the right side. They lead by 13 with 30 seconds left in the quarter. So it is getting away from NFE here early. Inbounds to Ward. As the Bulldogs turning them over. Ward in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline. Tiger Hawks can work for the last shot if they choose to. And they try to go back out on top to Reister and a reach-in foul by Driscoll. I'm not sure what Driscoll was trying to do there. Jumped the passing lane, but he reached over top. That's his second foul.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 on Driscoll, so Wyatt Powell's going to check back in for him. Driscoll's going to go to the bench here with those 2 fouls.
Interesting to see how long they keep Driscoll on the bench because Coach Detbarn for years usually sit maybe for the rest of the half if you have 2 fouls.
Yeah, but he's got 8 points. He's your leading scorer, so you want him on the court whenever you can get him
And
there.
you expect him to be a smart player. In the backcourt to Lofsgaard, and he is. Lofsgaard feeds it back to Kale Reister. 8 seconds to go. Reister's guarded by Powell. We're down to 5 seconds to go. They look in the lane. The ball deflected out of there by Blitz Benteen. Picked up by Hackett. Hackett right side to Powell for 3 at the buzzer. Off the side of the rim. And the opening quarter comes to an end. Great start for MFL MarMac on the road. They lead 19-6 at the end of 1. Let's take this timeout.
Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by West Union Motor Sales and Service. Bank First in West Union, helping you save time and money. Member FDIC. Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona. Garden View Place in Monona. Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville. Canalco Floor Covering in Monona. Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona. Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Furniture Showcase in Allwine. Lighting, showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
19-6. MFL MarMac in the lead, and they're doing it with their defense in the opening quarter.
They are. They're pressuring North Fayette Valley everywhere they go, not able to get the ball inside, settling for some forced shots or turning the ball over when they can't get it passed off. Runouts for the Bulldogs.
Tiger Hawks basketball to start the second quarter. Ward also out there, Kale Reister, Blake Reister, Hines, and Lofsgaard, but they've really been unable to get the ball into the lane. Kale Reister, right side, brings it back on top to Blake Reister. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs have their starting five with the exception of Driscoll starting the second quarter on the bench. Ward has a lane to the basket. Nice crossover dribble, drives in and scores the layup. Keel, Blitz, Bentine, Powell, Meyer, and Hackett out there for MFL MarMac to start the second quarter. Tiger Hawks back within 11. Powell gets the call from the sideline. The sideline holds up the fist. They want to run their offense. Powell back to Keel. Keel, nice feed over to Meyer on the left block. Misses the shot, gets his own rebound. Put back from the left side. Keel denied the assist, but still a great pass.
Oh, great pass, and Hunter Meyer just kind of put it right up into the crevice there. Got his own rebound, put it up strong.
Ward brings it across the timeline to Lofsgaard. Lofsgaard right side to Kale Reister. Reister drives baseline, and he feeds it back to Blake Reister. His shot almost taking the head off there by Powell, who blocks it. Powell ahead of the pack, drives in, right-handed layup from the left side up and in. And it's a 15-point lead for MFL MarMac, and here comes another timeout. Bulldogs pulling away, leading by 15. Timeout, Tiger Hawks. Let's take this break.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa. Establish care with our skilled, relationship-based primary care providers, Dr. David Schwartz, Sue McMillan, Haley Ruff, or John Hawes. They specialize in every age and life stage and provide comprehensive care for your entire family. Make your appointment today at 568-5530. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Second timeout taken by North Fayette Valley, down by 15. Let's update you on the boys' scores. Postville leads Central 7-6 at the end of one. East Buchanan leads Edco 46-31 going into the fourth. And Alburnett leading Starmont 52-11. That was at the half. We expect the final score on that in just a bit. Meanwhile, full court pressure continues. White, problems getting it inbounds. And the pass to Hines actually ricochets off there. And it's picked up by Driscoll, who just checked back in after that timeout. Driscoll, left side to Powell. Powell, wraparound pass to Driscoll on the left wing. Drives baseline, cut off, reverses it right side to Deal. Deal also came in during that break. Deal, right side, he's left open. His defender fell down, takes a 15-footer, shot no good. And Blake Reister, the rebound. Powell tried to tip it over there and then actually runs over Blake Reister falling down. And it is a foul committed on Powell. That's his second foul.
It is. That's two on Powell, so he may be checking out here for a quick breather. Nope. Blitz Bentine's checking in, and it looks like Bryce Deal's going to check out.
And I think, these guys have played enough now here. Driscoll in his second year. Powell, again, is a junior. You expect these guys to be able to play through this and be smart. Inbounds to Blake Reister, ahead of the pack. Lofsgaard, they beat the pressure, but MFL MarMac gets back. Lofsgaard drives in, has the shot blocked from behind by Keel. Back into the hands of Lofsgaard. His shot no good, and then Blitz Bentine commits the foul as Kale Reister got the rebound in midair off the right side, tried to shoot it back in, and he is fouled. And Blake Reister goes to the free throw line for two.
And I was amazed on Lofsgaard kind of had that open lane and was ahead of the pack, and three Bulldogs closed at him so fast. The block by Parker Keel. Then he saves it from going out of bounds and gets back in here and tries to defend again. They're just so quick. So they're going to give two shots here for Kale Reister, saying he was in the
The officials talked it over there, and I think the one official believed it was on the floor, but he was up in the air trying to shoot the ball back in. Kale Reister was. He'll go to the free throw line for two. Free throw on its way there, and it is off the back of the rim. It is no good. But North Fayette Valley does not want to be quickened up in this ballgame. They don't want the pace to be quick. They want to be patient.
Well, and there's a difference between, handling the pressure by outrunning it, handling the pressure, and running your offense.
Second free throw good by Kale Reister, 1 of 2. 23-9. MFL MarMac leads by 14. Right side to Keel, wide open, Hunter Meyer. Meyer in the right block, misses the shot, but Blitz Bentine crashes in. The rebound, the putback, it is up, it is in. fouled, count the basket. And the Bulldogs' athleticism gets them another look with Blitz Benteen and a chance for three.
I'm amazed on how open Hunter Meyer has been in there, not able to finish, but great offensive rebound by Blitz Benteen, skying up for that, putting it right back in, getting the bonus free throw.
And again, this is a chance to put them up by 17. Free throw there. It is off the front of the rim. It is no good. Rebound. Losing it on the floor there is, I believe, Lovesgard. And the loose ball picked up actually by Grove. That was number 21, Gavin Grove, who just checked in. And the rebound picked up by Ward finally. So Grove, left side to White. White has it, brings it back over top of the key. More of a four-guard look right now for North Fayette Valley. Ward has it left side, feeds it back to, once again, Richter at the volleyball line. 6 minutes left in the half. Tiger Hawks down by 16. And Grove stops the dribble. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Left wing, Lofsgaard for three. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Keel does not hang on to the rebound, but deflects it to Blitz Benteen. Powell back offensively. Wraparound pass to Meyer. Cutting down on the right side. Nice recognition. Scores the layup up the right side. They lead by 18.
Nice show of athleticism there by Hunter Meyer, catching that pass on the run, finishing at the rim.
Back offensively, Lofsgaard drives by Meyer, wraps around to the right side, uses the left hand, actually the right hand from the left side, banks it up and in. Lofsgaard got to the basket. Blitz Benteen, baseline 12-footer, aired it out long. Meyer, the weak side rebound, put back facing the basket, banks it up and in. Hunter Meyer with the basket on the offensive putback. They're back up by 18.
Yeah, just like that, they're pulling away again, and North Fayette Valley speeding themselves up a little bit. Got to slow down here.
Or their athleticism, keeping offensive rebound opportunities alive. Got to get a body on the right side. Grove, right corner for three, aired it out long. Meyer gets the rebound on the air ball. Ahead of the pack is Driscoll. Driscoll drives in, reverse layup, scores it from left to right. And the Bulldogs lead by 20. Here's the third timeout taken by the Tiger Hawks. 31-11. MFL MarMac in the lead. Let's take this break.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
So North Fayette Valley uses their third timeout. They trail by 20 at 31-11 the score. And what Coach Cranbeer is trying to do here is defensively stop the bleeding because MFL MarMac is passing the ball great and getting good looks in the half court.
They are. They've got a few runouts, but in the half court set, they're just moving faster than the defense right now.
And that last was a run-out layup opportunity on the fast break. Inbounds, Cale Riester brings it left side to Grove. Grove, left wing area now, brings it back out on top, and he's hounded by Blitz Benteen. Brings it right side, trying to back down there, and I believe a body call on Blitz Benteen. Blitz Benteen had good defense at first, but then got him with the lower body after Grove had stopped. Grove goes to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Well, Blitz Benteen got him to that baseline, but then had that ball out there, maybe stuck out of hand, threw out a hip, trying to get that extra advantage, and that's what they called. And North Fayette Valley need to take advantage of these free throw opportunities.
Lofsgaard checks out of the ball game as Fuentes comes back in. The left-handed shooting Gavin Grove has a 1-and-1 free throw, banks it well long off to the right. Driscoll gets the rebound off the right side. MFL MarMac back offensively. Driscoll races down, but good job by North Fayette Valley stopping the dribble. Landon Meany has checked in for MFL MarMac, a 6'5 sophomore. Left side, Blitz Benteen. Hackett back in there as well. Blitz Benteen wants to drive, goes baseline to Meany, leaves the shot short, but Blitz Benteen, the offensive rebound, and fouled underneath. Again, MFL MarMac, just their quickness. Good read by Blitz Benteen on the errant shot by Meany.
Yeah, just able to get good shots because they pass the ball so well, but then getting those offensive rebounds and able to put things back up at the hoop.
Substitution, Cade McElwain, a 6-foot junior, makes his first appearance. Blitz Benteen checks out. That last foul was committed by Grove. That's his second. 4 team fouls committed by North Fayette Valley. Meanwhile, Deal will now come in, and Landon Meany checks out here for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs reset of who's going to line up where in their flat 4 set. Driscoll takes it out of bounds. Inbounds to Deal. Deal feeds it back to Driscoll. Driscoll has it on the right sideline area. Bounce pass in the lane to Deal. Takes a little jump shot there over at the right shoulder. Kind of a step back and shot it up and in from the right side.
A nice shot coming off the bench, cold, and able to knock down a nice shot there.
Back to a 22-point lead is the biggest of the night for MFL MarMac halfway through the second quarter. Cale Riester has it right side, guarded by Driscoll. Goes to the free throw line to Blake Reister. Puts it on the floor. Drives in. I think he traveled. No, an offensive foul. So Blake Reister lowered the shoulder trying to drive in. I thought he actually switched pivot feet to begin with, but an offensive foul called on Blake Reister on the drive.
I thought maybe they were going to call that travel because it looked like he squared up and then re-squared up, and that's when he made that contact. That's what they gave for the offensive foul.
So if you're North Fayette Valley, somehow you've got to get back within 15 by the half. Somehow.
Yeah, you got to cut into this lead, cut it down to about 10 or 11 if you can.
Hackett, wide open, left side for three. Cupped in and out, no good. Rebound cleared there by Fuentes off the left side. Fuentes gets back in the offensive end to Cale Reister. And a good job by MFL MarMac getting back. Cale Reister looked to Blake Reister, to the older brother, says, "That's on me, big bro." As he looked to the right block, overthrew it, and that is a turnover by the Tiger Hawks.
And he's trying to go lane line, and he threw that one-handed. If you get to the wing, you can throw that one-handed bounce pass in there, but lane line's tough with this defense by the Bulldogs.
And Driscoll, the first time we've really seen MFL MarMac kind of settle down. It's a 1-3-1 for North Fayette Valley. That's why they want to look things over defensively here. Hackett, high post area, McElwain, right side, Driscoll, right wing for three. That shot no good. Long rebound, Grove runs out of room as Grove, along with Hackett, went to go get it. Hackett rushes into the student section there, trying to save the ball. Last touch by MFL MarMac.
Yeah, good hustle by all those young men there on the errant shot by Driscoll. Came out long and just had to track it down.
Lofsgaard back into the game for the Tiger Hawks. White checks out, 3-minute mark of our second quarter. Fuentes again brings it across the timeline, left side to Grove. Baseline to, once again, Lofsgaard. Lofsgaard's guarded by Hackett. Back out on top here now at the volleyball line. Grove brings it right side. Got a lane to the basket. Jump stops. Takes the shot in the lane. No good, but draws contact. Grove's left-handed. Drove that ball strong off the right side. He'll go to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, nice strong drive there. Used the screen well. Got his shoulders in front and got to the rim. And good pump fake to get the MFL MarMac Bulldogs up in the air.
And it was on McElwain. That'll be his first foul, but the 9th on MFL MarMac. Grove's free throw circled in and out, actually popped in and out, rolled off the back of the rim. It is no good. So Deal, McElwain, Hackett all check out. Powell, Blitz-Benteen, and Meyer come in. So MFL MarMac has their starting five back on the court with 2:44 left here in our second quarter. Second free throw on its way by Grove. It is good. He'll take one of two. And it's 33-12. MFL MarMac in the lead. Powell offensively. Right side to Driscoll. Driscoll, cross-court pass there and over the top of the 1-3-1. Cale Reister plays the top. Blitz-Benteen has it baseline on top to Powell. Different look for North Fayette Valley. They try to throw it over the top. Keel catches it. Then somehow, as he caught it inside the right block behind the backboard, tried to shoot as if over the backboard, and instead it hit the side of the backboard, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, it was almost like they were trying to throw a mini lob play to him, but it was way too high for him. He had the sky to get it, brought it down, and kind of threw it up as he was falling down.
Lofsgaard in the offensive end and gets it over to Fuentes. Fuentes wants to go one-on-one, wraparound pass, nice feed to Lofsgaard, banks it up and in from the right side. Little isolation 2-on-2 game by NFV. And here's a steal by Cale Reister as they try to go ahead of the pack, and Cale Reister is called for traveling. Cale Reister did a great job jumping the passing lane there, but took an extra step trying to control himself. Tiger Hawks turn it over.
And you can see Coach Cranbeard talking to him like, I thought he did a great job of keeping his foot down. Official says, no, it slid a little bit.
Right side, it will be Driscoll. Inbounds to Powell, back in the corner. That is Driscoll, drives baseline. Wraparound pass goes, deflects off the shoulder of Blitz-Benteen. Driscoll got caught in the air, nowhere to go. Tried to rifle it back towards the middle of the lane, and it bounced around off the shoulder of Blitz-Benteen.
That's uncharacteristic of Zach Driscoll getting in the air with nowhere to throw the ball.
Inside 2 minutes left here in the half. Fuentes brings it across the timeline. 19-point lead for MFL MarMac. Fuentes now to Cale Reister. Stumbling, takes a little one-handed shot outside the lane from 8 feet away. Pushed it long, no good. Here's Powell. Rifles a pass to Blitz-Benteen. Drives in the layup, no good. But fouled hard by Blake Reister. And Blitz-Benteen slow to get up after they both crashed to the floor.
Yeah, pretty hard foul there, but no ill intent there. Blake Reister just going up with the hard foul, making sure can't get the easy layup. Make him earn him here at the free throw line.
Second foul committed there by Reister. Blitz-Benteen to the free throw line for two. MFL MarMac offensively tonight hasn't been a barrage of three-pointers. It's just been defensively getting to get stops and leading to some opportunities in the offensive end where they've had some good half-court sets passing the ball.
I think it's been a consistent offense for them, not a smothering defense, which they haven't resulted in all the runouts and the easy baskets that sometimes get things out of hand.
Free throw by Blitz Benteen. First one was good. They lead by 20. And the second free throw being eyed by Blitz Benteen. Second free throw there is good, and it's 35-14. So Driscoll checks out. Remember, he's got 2 fouls. Blitz Benteen still hobbling a bit, but he'll check out of the ball game, and I think he's pointed to the back as he checked out.
He went down pretty hard on that foul, and I think he'd let those muscles relax.
Ward checks back into the game for North Fayette Valley as Grove checks out. So they want to keep Blitz Benteen and Driscoll out of foul number 3 in the first half. Left side, Cale Reister brings it right side to Ward. Ward on the right wing wants to drive one-on-one to Hackett, and I believe a travel as Ward drove in that time. Hackett did a good job there of not reaching in and staying away defensively.
Staying hands off, giving that extra space, and just looking for the contact of the Tigerhawks now, and it just wasn't there.
So 90 seconds left in the half. Again, North Fayette Valley has switched to the 1-3-1 with the 6'5" Cale Reister on top. Hackett, back left side, intercepted by Cale Reister. Cale Reister crossover dribble, drives in, little one-handed floater. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Powell gets the rebound. That was a good attack by Cale Reister, just didn't get it. Powell rifles it ahead to Meyer, who stumbles and tried to take the shot, missed it. Never had a chance to really get underneath it. Powell led him a little too far. Bulldogs come up empty. And back across the timeline, Fuentes. Fuentes drives in and has the shot blocked out of bounds by Keel. Tried to swoop underneath Keel, but Keel blocked the shot out of bounds. Stays down here with the Tigerhawks.
Yeah, interesting. Hunter Meyer doing all he can to hold on to that ball, try to get a shot off on this end. Nice recovery by the Bulldogs and keeping Fuentes from being able to get that easy layup.
Fuentes checks out, as also Powell will check out for MFL MarMac. White has checked back in for the Tigerhawks. Powell checking out, and they have brought back in Deal. Inbounds to Hackett. A minute to go here in our first half. They go down low. Ward gets it by Deal. His shot played Annie over. Missed it from left to right. Just grazed the side of the rim. Hackett gets the rebound. Hackett in the offensive end. Stops. Fires up a 3. It is well short. Aired it out. Meyer tried to save the rebound out of bounds, and it goes from the baseline on the right side, out of bounds into the student section to the left. And the Tigerhawks get it back with 46.7 seconds to go in our first half. Backcourt area. Inbounds to White. North Fayette Valley has scored all of 14 points this first half. Give props to MFL MarMac defensively. Left side to Ward. Ward wants to go one-on-one. Cut off there by Hackett. In the lane, that is Reister. Post-up shot facing the basket off the back of the rim. His best look. Missed it from 6 feet away. He had sealed the defender. Keel, left side to McElwain. McElwain stops the dribble. Shot clock is off, but the Bulldogs here, I think, they get a good look. They're going to take it. Back right side to Hackett. 20 seconds left. Hackett right side to Keel in the corner. Cross-court pass to Deal. Off his hands, out of bounds. I think he was trying to go to McElwain, but Deal jumped the passing lane along the baseline.
Yeah, Deal didn't know where that pass was going. Didn't realize McElwain was right behind him and kind of tipped that away from him. Either one of those catches the ball clean. It's got a nice basket.
14 seconds left in the half. Inbounds to White. Tigerhawks can try to get the last shot here. Down by 21. White in the backcourt, guarded by Keel. Left side to Ward. 6 seconds to go. Ward wants to drive in right side, takes a leaner, banks it long. It is no good. Reister the rebound, put back no good, but fouled off the left side with 1.4 seconds left in the half. It's been very few opportunities for NFE like that, and Blake Reister goes to the free throw line for 2.
And that's kind of Blake Reister's bread and butter, able to get to those offensive rebounds and pump fakes going up strong, getting the basket, getting the N1. And not a lot of opportunities for him so far in this game.
Free throw by Reister. It is good. 35-15. So the Bulldogs average 77. They have 35 here in the first half. So North Fayette Valley has slowed them down somewhat, but the problem is they just haven't been able to keep pace offensively. Reister's second free throw, it is good. 1.4 seconds to go. Inbounds to Hackett. He'll just dribble out the clock. Takes a late heave, but it's well short. And the first half comes to an end. Bulldogs lead by 19, 35-16 at the half. When we return, interviews from our girls' game, halftime stats, and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
At the half, Bulldog boys lead by 19. Earlier tonight, the North Fayette Valley girls winning a highly entertaining game, defeating MFL MarMac by a final score of 67-60. We're joined by their head coach, Jim Calkins. Coach, first off here, great night for your team offensively.
A lot of positives. Very unselfish, great balance. Had some young ladies step up with confidence. I know, Coach Winter, MFL, was probably surprised, as probably we were. We haven't shot the greatest from the outside, probably besides that key game, but probability and statistics and sometimes some belief, and sometimes it's contagious, kind of like the cold we have.
And again, it wasn't just one score. You had 4 girls in double figures tonight. McKenna Grove, let's start there. She led the way with 20.
Yeah, great balance, like I said. McKenna made a couple really nice moves in the paint, got into the interior. Credit to her at the end, wanting the ball, wanting to be in that type of position. Maybe didn't knock down all the throws, made it, maybe a little bit more balding, a little hairline or a little more grays. But, hey, still a credit. But I credit her and Justine for really getting everybody to focus at practice yesterday. We practiced early since they had jazz band competition over at Charles City.
Well, the other thing is Kaylin Ellsburn continuing to grow. 17 points, the confidence in her game. And then, of course, down low you had the play of Cassidy Meyer and Brooklyn Hoy as well with 10 points.
Kaylin, what was it, that West Central game, made the first 3. She was about 1 of 25 from the 3 line. Didn't have a lot of confidence in herself. Said, hey, I just can't buy. I'm going to stop shooting. Well, hey, you gotta think that next one's going in, and I'll be darned. She's felt confident. She knocks down, 3 or 4. Justine hits a couple huge quarter ones.
Yeah.
And then that, like you said, that opens up the space for the Brooklyns and the Cassidys.
Yeah, they were both in double figures for you, but what they did defensively on the inside, Brooklyn and Cassidy for you.
Oh, man. Our focus was, of course, Anderson. She's hurt us ever since her freshman year. Did a fantastic job. Now when you take something or attempt to take something away, you give up something. And, Shaw stepped up and definitely knocked down some big shots for them, especially in the second half. But we were able to get a comfortable lead to where we never, I don't think, relinquished it. And so our girls always kind of kept that confidence and that belief in that. And like you said, that's credit to their defense.
All right, what's coming up for you guys the rest of the week?
Another busy week. We know we got that to finish out the year. We've got New Hampton Thursday here. We've got Southwind here for Friday. So, yes.
It's going to be a busy week. We'll talk to you next week in that ball game against Central. Good luck to you guys.
I give handshakes, but Tilly and I are still under the weather.
All right.
We're getting there.
Hope you feel better.
Thanks, you guys.
Once again, the final score tonight, the North Fayette Valley girls win 67-60. That was the Tiger Hawks coach, Jim Calkins. We'll take a break. We'll be joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Jason Winter when our halftime show continues after this.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
At Almakeek Clayton Electric Cooperative, we provide more than energy. We also provide ideas to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it is tipped over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electrical shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Almakeek Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
At the half, Bulldog boys lead by 19. Earlier tonight, the North Fayette Valley girls defeated MFL MarMac by a final score of 67-60. We're joined by their head coach, Jason Winter. Coach, first off here, Ashley Shaw led you offensively with 26 points and just really willed you into this ballgame, to stay in this ballgame tonight.
Yeah, just to start the game, you could see their defense
they were leaving her wide open, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. Ashley's a really good shooter, but we got to pretty much beg her to shoot at times. And I just told her, I said, they're going to leave you open. You got to start letting it fly. Even if you miss, hit a couple. And boy, I thought from about mid first quarter on, you're exactly right. She willed us. She kept us in the game. She kept doing everything she could, and pretty proud of the game she had.
Yeah, she had 26 points, your lone scorer in double figures in this ball game tonight. And I know you want to be an inside-oriented team. I know Bogdanovich left the game early with injury, came back. Grace Anderson had 2 points. Hannah Bogdanovich had 7 points. But, again, that's really been where you guys want to start offensively.
Yeah, and I was just looking at the score sheet, and, I mean, we got scoring from about everybody. We've got numerous girls, I think, that can be double-figure scores. Unfortunately, tonight, our top 2 leading scorers, they were held to 2 and I think you said 7.
Yeah.
On that, so that hurt us. But I mean, it is what it is. It seems like every time we come to play NFV, it's a battle. I complimented Coach tonight. He had some girls that I thought really stepped up and hit some shots. You look at the percentages on the year and the defense we're trying to play. They had some girls that stepped up and hit some shots. We talked about, I know this morning, that we needed to really rebound the basketball. I thought we did a terrible job on the boards. I just told the girls, you know, every loose ball, every rebound, we were a step slow. They wanted it more. They hustled after it. Give credit to NFV. They put 67 points up on the board. Our defensive effort wasn't where it needed to be. And, I mean, I'm not happy about that. I think when you score 60 points, you should have a pretty good opportunity to win the game.
And that's one thing that your teams really want to hang their head on, or I should say, is on the defensive end.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we know we got to play defense to win the games. We're not a very big team. We're not a very physical team. But we got to learn to play that way if we want to be as good as we can. And like I said, you put 60 points on the board, you expect to win the game. And tonight, NFV, like I said, I'll give them credit. They had girls step up and hit some threes. They had their center hitting 15, 17-foot shots. Wasn't expecting that. And they did a good job. I mean, I give Coach Calkins and NFV all the credit in the world. We got to go back to the drawing board and get after it and play a little bit harder.
All right, what's coming up for you guys the rest of the week?
We just have West Central on Friday, and hopefully we can get Hannah healthy. And I think we got some girls hanging their heads right now. We got to get back into the gym tomorrow and kind of work on getting our heads back to where they need to be and playing the defensive intensity and rebounding the way we need to be.
And you'll see them next week. All right, Coach.
Exactly
we look forward to catching up with you guys. Good luck to you guys.
Appreciate it.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Jason Winter. His team dropped the decision earlier tonight. Final score 67-60. The North Fayette Valley girls beat MFL MarMac. When we return, first half stats, second half action. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Clayton County Recycling, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg.
Welcome back to West Union. We turn things over to Coach Hamann. Let's go through the first half totals, starting with MFL MarMac.
The Bulldogs are led by Driscoll with 10 points, 8 points for Hunter Meyer, 6 points Wyatt Powell, covered Blitzbentine with 5, 4 points for Brock Hackett, and Bryce Steele with 2 points, 35 points. They shot 55% in the first half, didn't hit a three-pointer, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, only 6 turnovers. For the Tiger Hawks, they're led by Peyton Lofsgaard with 8 points, 3 points for Kale Reister, 2 points for Blake Reister, 2 points for Emerson Ward, 1 point for Grove. That's 16 points for the Tiger Hawks. They shot 27%, also 0 behind the arc, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line.
All right, updating you on scores. Postville leads Central at the half, 27-21. East Buchanan has defeated Edco tonight, 56-39, and Alburnett has defeated Starmont. We don't have a final score, but Alburnett was up big at the half. Hope to get you a final score of that ball game. Bulldogs basketball leading by 19. If you are North Fayette Valley, you try to cut that deficit into half if you can by the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, you got to cut in the deficit, but I think you're happy with where your defense has been. You've kind of slowed down the Bulldogs. You need to do more of that, but offensively, you need to look to attack and you need to score, not just run a good half-court set and come up empty.
Powell, Driscoll, Meyer, Keel, and Blitz Benteen start this second half. Blitz Benteen has it left side. North Fayette Valley stays in the 1-3-1. Powell drives baseline, wraparound pass, right corner. Parker Keel, right side for three. Got it from the right side. Nice drive by Powell, I should say, kicking it to the wing.
Here's that full court defense continuing to slow down North Fayette Valley.
And here is Driscoll stealing it away as they were trying to go into the lane. They're back right side from Blake Reister to Cale Reister. Stolen by Driscoll and scores the layup. So an errant pass there. Here's a baseball pass. Ahead of the pack is Blake Reister. Drives in, misses the layup, but fouled by Keel. Blake Reister, Cale Reister, Lofsgaard, Ward, and White to start the second half for North Fayette Valley.
Well, and that was right up Blake Reister's alley. He's looking at that ball like it's a football. I'm going to go catch that thing. I'm going to put it up in the hoop. Just a little strong off there, but got some contact on the way up.
And a 24-point lead for MFL MarMac. Blake Reister goes to the free throw line. If you're North Fayette Valley, you get it by him. Yep, you attack. That's what you do. Reister's free throw, it is good. First points of North Fayette Valley here in the second half. But the Bulldogs starting to extend things a bit.
They are, and I think North Fayette Valley needs to get the ball in Blake Reister's hands. Let him try to do some of what he does well in the post.
Second free throw, it is good. Blake Reister makes them both. Tiger Hawks on the board, but down by 22. The thing is, can they get stops defensively here? As MFL MarMac goes baseline, Blitz Benteen stops, sets on the left baseline, launches a 12-footer, and able to just nail the shot there. Nice stop and pop move by Blitz Benteen.
And so far not able to stop them on the offensive end. They got to pick up the defense in the Tiger Hawks.
White's in the backcourt. They clear out, and White guarded by Powell. Better hurry up, and he does get it to Lofsgaard, who flips it back to White in the offensive end. So back right side, it is White. You can still be patient for North Fayette Valley, but not just too patient. Down big. Cale Reister comes out on the wing to get it. Right side trying to get it to Blake in the lane. Meyer and Blake Reister jockeying for position on the right side. Ward goes back left side to Lofsgaard. Shot clock's at 5. Lofsgaard, type of the key. Cale Reister for 3. Shot no good. He rushed that shot. Top of the key. Rebound off the right side to Meyer. Meyer ahead. Driscoll to Powell. Powell jump stops. Banks it up and in from the right side. Nice lead by Driscoll. They lead by 26.
And nice patience by Powell, catching that thing, gathering himself, letting the defense get by, and then finishing strong.
Lofsgaard pushes it far sideline into the offensive end. Feeds it to Ward in the corner. Ward back left side trying to go cross court. He does to Lofsgaard. He drives in, finds himself free. Little 6-foot shot. Powell tried to reach in and get the steal, but Lofsgaard instead took the shot. Took it over around him, and the shot is good. They're back within 24.
And you like the offensive aggression here out of the Tiger Hawks. Again, it's got to start on the defensive end. You got to slow these Bulldogs down.
Powell over top, and they try to go, and the ball is knocked away, but picked up by Driscoll. They tried to go over top of Cale Reister. That was a soft pass. That's dangerous. Here's Driscoll. Nice feed over to Blitz Benteen. His shot as he moved from left to the right side of the basket. No good, but fouled. Blitz Benteen to the free throw line for 2. This is where that quickness MFL MarMac has, and the passing around the perimeter. Driscoll with a great diagonal pass.
Well, and that all started at the top. They tried to throw it over the top of Cale Reister, and he kind of pokes it out, and the quickness of Driscoll to get that back and then to make the nice pass to Blitz Benteen.
Free throw by Blitz Benteen. It is short. We mentioned that Driscoll and Blitz Benteen, both great free throw shooters. Blitz Benteen, 79% coming in, had only missed 7. He's missed 2 tonight. And a second free throw being eyed there. It's a rarity. Second free throw, that one better form. Swishes right through. It is good. And now MFL MarMac wants a timeout. They're up 45-20. Timeout Bulldogs. Let's take this break.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
So a 30-second timeout taken by MFL MarMac. That is their first. North Fayette Valley has used 3. And what do you think was talked about during that timeout?
I'm not sure what they want to refocus. Maybe this full court defense, trying to fine tune some things, looking down the road. But they got beat a couple times over the top, so they maybe just to correct a couple of things.
Inbounds, Blake Reister gets it to Ward. Ward in the backcourt, and they're going to again clear out. North Fayette Valley well instructed on that, but now they look to trap, and the ball is knocked away. Blake Reister picks it up, then a reach-in foul committed by Powell. Maybe a little trapping out of that man-to-man.
They have. They kind of converged on the ball handler there, just kind of came from the backside, and a little different look for the Bulldogs, something they can put in there as a wrinkle.
Powell, the foul, that's his third, and the second foul at MFL MarMac this second half. Inbounds to Blake Reister. Reister, top of the key, and to right side has the ball knocked away by Driscoll. Driscoll behind the back, drives in, goes from the left side, uses the left hand, shields the defender behind him, up and in. They lead by 27.
Yeah, went right at the hoop there and was able to kind of wrap around to the left side.
Driscoll, great anticipation there, turning the Tiger Hawks over. So this has been a little more up-tempo. For MFL MarMac this second half, they've scored 12 points the first 3 minutes. Ward, left side, and brings it along the baseline, towards the baseline, actually. Ward stops the dribble, needs somebody to come get it, goes backdoor to Lofsgaard. His reverse layup, no good. Powell went up for the block, missed it. Blitz Benteen gets the rebound. Driscoll back in the offensive end. Nice pass to Meyer. Meyer catches it. Off balance, misses the shot. Put back, it is no good. And then Meyer comes over top, trying to get the rebound, and is called for over the back. Meyer was out of position the first shot. Second shot was a better look.
Well, yeah, he gets that ball, and those passes come quick, so he's kind of out of position, so he doesn't always get squared up, but did a great job with the offensive rebound, but then didn't just shoot the ball. He just kind of flipped it up there and came off short.
White checks out of the ball game as Fuentes checks back in for North Fayette Valley. They're down by 27, so MFL MarMac extending things from that 19-point halftime lead. Left side Fuentes drives baseline, and I believe a little hand check there by Driscoll. Foul on the floor, but the fourth on the Bulldogs. One thing that MFL MarMac, if you want to be nitpicky here, is the fouls. They've committed some fouls here in their defense, just reaching in or with a body or a hand check.
Well, they play such good defense to begin with, but then they bail them out with a hand check or a reach, something just that they don't need.
Inbounds to Lofsgaard. 4.5 left in our third quarter. Ward has it left side. And Ward at the left elbow drives in. Ball knocked away, but Ward muscles his way through, gets to the basket, somehow cut through the defense, banks it up and in. And a 25-point lead for MFL MarMac here. Powell, left side, takes a three, step behind the arc, it's off the front of the rim, no good. Parker Keel loses the rebound, trying to track it down in the far corner, and it goes out of bounds. Powell, we've mentioned this, not a great shooter from the three-point range. His game is getting to the basket.
Yeah, his strength is getting to the basket, taking that contact, finishing strong.
And here is Driscoll stealing the ball away from Lofsgaard, jumped the passing lane, and then tried to dunk it and misses it. Blitz Benteen the rebound, the putback blocked by Cale Reister. So that defensive possession ends up being a win, then a reach-in foul by Blitz Benteen. Driscoll had some hops there, but did not make the dunk attempt.
Yeah, he had plenty of elevation, but instead of throwing the ball down, he threw it across that rim.
And now we've got a timeout. Who took, I believe, MFL MarMac? Nope, North Fayette Valley is going to take this timeout. 47-22. Timeout on the court. Let's take this break.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
North Fayette Valley actually took that timeout, and if you're going to try to dunk it in the ball game, you better dunk it. Huh?
You better make it, yeah, and had the elevation, but didn't throw the ball quite right, and good rebound by Blitz Benteen, but not able to get the shot back up.
Driscoll checks onto the ball game along with Blitz Benteen as well as Hackett is checked in and McElwain coming back in. Also Deal is checked in as Hunter Meyer checks out. So 3 in during that timeout. North Fayette Valley actually took that timeout. Inbounds to Fuentes. Fuentes in the backcourt. Halfway through the third quarter, Fuentes brings it right side. Again, Powell's got 3 fouls, so he's got to be careful. Fuentes, right side, back out on top. Lofsgaard, top of the key to Ward. Bulldogs have played nothing but man-to-man throughout. Ward wants to go one-on-one, kicks it in the corner to Lofsgaard. Shot clock's at 15, but again, NFV not concerned about that. Fuentes at the right elbow, back to Lofsgaard. Lofsgaard on the wing, back out on top, now Riester. Riester at the free throw line, 15-foot jump shot, rattled around, got it to stay down. Got it into the lane. Nice face-up shot by Blake Riester.
Yeah, nice 12-footer there by Blake Riester, and get him involved in the offense.
Powell left side to McElwain. McElwain on top to Powell. This is an interesting lineup for MFL MarMac right now because you really don't have a true, what I would say, post player, as Keel has it left side to Powell. Powell, right side to Keel. He's open, right side, fires up the three. Got it from just off the top of the key, right side. Bulldogs lead by 26. Biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, big shot there by Keel. Caught it in stride and just fired at will.
And backcourt, offensively, it is Blake Riester losing the ball, but saves it in front of the bench area. Blake Riester. Too many Blakes, and back to who the ball was going to. Ward, left side, Fuentes, deep left corner for three. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound, Keel deflects it, picked up by Blake Riester, muscles his way to the basket, and scores it from the right side. Blake Riester using his strength to the basket that time. Powell, right corner, Keel, deep right corner for three, leaves that one short. And the rebound pulled down by Ward, and a reach-in foul. Nope, tied up by Keel, brought the ball down low. Keel reached in. Jump ball and stays down here with MFL. Correction, it's going to go to the Tiger Hawks.
Go back to the Tiger Hawks. Yep.
Ward and checking out Lofsgaard for the Tiger Hawks. Declan Hines makes his first appearance here in the second half, along with Gavin Grove. 2:27 left here in our third quarter. Inbounds to Kale Riester, who's guarded by McElwain. You have basically, 4 subs on the bench right now, and here's a pass that's deflected by Deal. 4 subs on the court for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, 4 subs in there. Cal Riester still in there. I don't know if he's taking much of a break tonight. He's been working all night long.
Powell, right side, drives to the lane, reverses it to McElwain, left wing for three, and that shot off the front of the rim. Blake Riester gets the rebound, and Kale Riester came out of bounds back into the offensive end from the baseline. Got the feed from Blake Riester, but they said he never established position. And the Bulldogs get it on the turnover.
Yeah, just unfortunate events there. Had to come around the defense to try to get the ball from his teammate and didn't establish position before he touched it.
Kale Riester will check out as coming back into the game for them is White. Meanwhile, we've got time taken for a second. And it will be MFL MarMac's basketball up the right side. We have an unruly fan, perhaps?
I think we've got a fan that this official may ask to leave the gymnasium here. I don't know what's going on.
And again, in a 24-point ball game, boy, there's lots of reason to be really worked up, right? So they're just going to bring a fan down, bring some administration down to this end of the court, make sure everything is good and everything is instructed yet.
Yeah, I think everyone's just kind of on alert here. Something's going on up in the crowd, not happy about what happened.
Inbounds McElwain, catches it off the left block, fades away, falling back, almost on his back as it turns out, kept his balance, but falling away hits the jump shot, and they are doubling up the Tiger Hawks right now. Grove inbounds, intercepted by Keel, but I think Keel reach-in foul there. He didn't use the offside hand. He used his left hand, and he used his left hand to reach in, and he's called for the foul.
And that's something that, especially young guys, you got to use that outside hand so you stay away from the body. You use that inside hand, you're going to create that contact. They're going to call that every time.
Third foul committed on Keel. So a number of Bulldogs have 3 fouls, but you're up by 26. Grove inbounds to White. White in the backcourt, and they clear out, and he'll walk it across the timeline. 6 fouls committed by MFL MarMac this half. Fuentes left wing for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Deal batted out the rebound to Grove. Grove back to Fuentes. Fuentes, 17-footer left side, nails it from the left wing. 90 seconds left in the third, and it's 52-28. But the Tiger Hawks just unable to make up any ground here in the third. A very strange lineup for MFL MarMac right now. Hackett, left side, takes a little runner, 8 feet away off the back of the rim. Deal gets the rebound, put back, no good. He never really saw the shot and then commits a reach-in foul. That's maybe a frustration foul, and that will put North Fayette Valley into the bonus for the final 1:12 of this third quarter and all of the fourth.
Well, this lineup doesn't have a true post. McElwain plays some post, and Deal can play some post, but they are also kind of a forward, and they're kind of seem out of sorts on the offensive end, but still getting shots.
7 team fouls by MFL MarMac, 1 by North Fayette Valley this second half. Riester, by the way, to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Free throw there, and it rolls over the back of the rim, rolls over the front, goes to the back, and is through. Kale Riester will be checking in for Blake Riester. So North Fayette Valley, a better third quarter for them offensively here.
Offensively, just not able to slow down the Bulldogs enough to cut into this lead so far.
And North Fayette Valley has put up so far 14 points in this quarter, but again, they were down by 19 at the half, and it's now at 23, and it's now at 22, as the second free throw is good. Blake Reister's put together a nice night. Landon Meany checks in, brings in a post presence for MFL MarMac as Deal comes in. So a final score, it was, I believe, 80-26, the final score, that Alburnett was victorious over Starmont tonight. Meanwhile, Powell has it left side. A minute to go in our third quarter, and the Bulldogs throw it away. This is, again, not a sharp group on the court right now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're not playing very crisp with their passes and receiving and attacking. They're a little more, set back and not attacking the hoop enough.
Grove takes it at center court, back court to White. Inside a minute left here in our third quarter. White brings it left side, wants to drive to the basket, wraparound pass to Fuentes. He's open on the right wing for three. It's off the back of the rim. Meany tips up the rebound, and again, just reached over the top, over the back for another foul. And that will put Declan Hines to the free throw line for a one. Well, maybe the free throw line gets NFV back into this game.
Maybe, but Coach Dedbar knows this is going to be the whole fourth quarter. Every time they reach or do those things we talked about that they don't need to do, they're going to get rewarded with free throws.
Hines free throw, it is good. And what that was is Hines just getting position, just outworking to get position.
Yeah, he had great inside position going up for that rebound, and the guy came over the top and got the foul.
Second free throw by Hines. It is no good. Left it off the front of the rim. Hackett gets the rebound. So still a 21-point lead. It's been as much as 27 as Hackett has it right side. Open for three. Got it from just off the top of the key. A little offense finally for the Bulldogs here with this group.
Yeah, a little offense there. Nice shot by Hackett, just knocking down a big shot.
And they go back up by 24, so you think you make up a little ground, and there's a basket. Here's Fuentes, drives in, and he's tied up with Powell. Brought the ball down, and Powell forces the turnover there, and the ball goes back to the Bulldogs.
And if it wasn't a jump ball, it was going to be a travel because Fuentes just couldn't stop his momentum.
McElwain, Meany, and Hackett all check out. Driscoll, Meyer, and also Blitz Benteen come in. MFL MarMac scored 12 points in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. But again, they have put up a total so far here now of 20. So they finally, with that basket by Hackett, Driscoll lets the ball roll to center court with 23.9 seconds to go. Right side to Keel. Deep right corner for three. Aired it out long. Shot no good. Powell tracks down the rebound in the left. Back out on top to Driscoll. 15 seconds left here in the third. And the Bulldogs will work for the final shot. Driscoll back to Powell. 8 seconds to go. Left side to Driscoll. Driscoll, high post area to Keel. Keel left side to Blitz Benteen, loses the basketball. Picked up by White. White dribbles out the clock. The third quarter comes to an end. Nice defensive set there by the Tiger Hawks. We go to the fourth. Bulldogs on their way. 55-31. Let's take this break.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. People's State Bank is offering for a limited time a 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rates subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Bulldog Tiger Hawk Basketball is brought to you in part by RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkbird Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, and Bacon Concrete in Postville. Bulldog.
Welcome back to West Union. Sorry, accidentally hit the wrong button here. It is North Fayette Valley's basketball to start the fourth quarter. They're down by 24. It'll be White, Blake Reister, Kale Reister, Hines, as well as Grove for North Fayette Valley. White stops the dribble left side, knocked away by Powell. Powell, Keel, Driscoll, Blitz Benteen, and Meyer starting five back on the court for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, just not as a better offensive quarter for the Tiger Hawks, but the defense never turned up and slowed down the Bulldogs there, so that lead just continues to extend.
MFL MarMac outscored them 20-15 in that second quarter. And White stops the dribble. And again at the volleyball line, needs a little help. Feeds it back to Grove before the 5-second violation. Grove drives in, left side to Hines. Hines, middle of the lane, stops, takes the shot over Driscoll. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Driscoll. North Fayette Valley did get the ball into the lane there. Ahead of the pack, Keel overshot behind the back pass to Blitz Benteen. Pulls up 8-footer outside the lane. It is good. And the Bulldogs equal their biggest lead of the night as we approach the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Tiger Hawks, I don't think you're going to get to that 35, but that's maybe something to play for. Let's keep them from getting to 35, keep them under their average, keep attacking the basket.
And right side, Kale Reister loses the basketball but picks it up near center court. And right side, if you're MFL MarMac, how about stop fouling here in the fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah. Don't put them on the free throw line because they're going to start making some free throws.
Reister trying to back his way down. Takes a contested shot. Banks it up and in. Couple of Bulldogs surrounding him. Strong move by Cale Reister. 57-33. Powell back right side to Driscoll. Driscoll has it. Top of the key. Bounce pass to Blitz Benteen in the left corner. Blitz Benteen cross-court pass to Powell. He's got a lane to the basket, drives in, loses the basketball on the way up, and then Keel tries to throw it off a North Fayette Valley defender underneath the basket, but missed him, and the ball goes out of bounds. Back to North Fayette Valley.
That was just an odd sequence down there because Powell had it stripped as he went up, and Parker Keel able to get to it, but lost his footing and was trying to save it and threw it out of bounds.
Grove and White check out for North Fayette Valley. Back into the ball game for them is Ward and also Lofsgaard. So 6.5 left in our fourth quarter. Hines hands it back there to Cale Reister. North Fayette Valley just has not been able to match MFL MarMac's offense tonight. Top of the key, Blake Reister, top of the key for three, circled in and out, no good. Hines gets the rebound, puts it on the floor, fouled as he goes up for the shot. It is no good, but fouled, and Declan Hines almost had a three-point opportunity, goes to the free throw line for two.
Had a golden opportunity there, great offensive rebound, kind of lost the handle and had to get it up off the floor, and as he went up, came across his arm, not able to finish. He's going to shoot two.
Fourth foul on Hunter Meyer. Hines, the free throw is good. North Fayette Valley's offense this second half, getting to the line has been huge for them.
It has. They're shooting 9 of 13 from the free throw line tonight. They were 5 of 6 in that third quarter, which is a positive for them. They just need more of it.
Second free throw off the front of the rim. It is no good. 1 of 2. Rebound pulled down there by the Bulldogs with Meyer. Right side, Powell open. Right corner for 3. That's off the side of the rim. It is no good. Driscoll saves the rebound to Keel. Keel left corner for 3. In and out, no good. Blitz Benteen the rebound, and he traveled going up for the shot he did. He was trying to create a little spacing there against Reister. The Bulldogs come up empty that trip down the court.
Yeah, some quick shots there. Nice offensive glass by a couple of guys for the Bulldogs, but not able to get that shot, and then the turnover.
Hines checks out. Fuentes comes back into the ball game. Cale Reister inbounds to Fuentes. Inside 6 minutes left in the fourth. 9 fouls by MFL MarMac this half. And here is on top. Lofsgaard got it by Powell, who went for the steal, came up empty. Ward in the corner. Ward brings it back out on top. North Fayette Valley just hasn't rushed anything offensively tonight. Left side, they feed it on over to Lofsgaard. Lofsgaard on the right wing. I want to pass along a score. Postville leads Central 40-35 starting in the fourth quarter. Cale Reister, right corner for 3. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Driscoll clears the rebound. Driscoll in the offensive end. Middle of the lane. They get back. Kicks into the corner. Blitz Benteen, left corner for 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Fuentes. Bulldogs have struggled from the outside tonight on the perimeter.
Yeah, only 3 of 11, now 3 of 12 with that last shot.
Reister has the ball knocked away by Blitz Benteen, throws the pass at Powell's back leg for some reason, and the loose ball picked up by Blake Reister. Didn't realize where he was throwing that to. Back over right side to Fuentes. Fuentes drives in, cut off along the baseline, nowhere to go, trying to get back towards the middle of the lane. How about a 3-second call? Travel, pick or choose. The ball goes back to MFL MarMac. Fuentes got caught, and again, MFL MarMac had a good double team.
They did, and there's a few spots on the floor you just don't want to get pinned, and that was one of them. Right under the hoop, behind the backboard. 2 guys had you locked down, nowhere to go.
57-34, another change of defense for, well, a correction, it's a 1-3-1 yet for North Fayette Valley. Left side, it is again Powell. Powell just off the top of the key, and against this 1-3-1 with Fuentes more or less playing the top, they go high post area now to Hunter Meyer. Meyer, right side to Keel. Keel driving baseline, wraparound pass. That's Driscoll, deep left corner, open for 3, circles around, pops up, got it to stay down. They lead 60-34. Driscoll is their top 3-point shooter on the season, a 40% shooter from 3-point range. Ward, offensive foul there. He extended the arm. He was being pressured by Keel, but extended the arm. Otherwise, it's probably a no call. But because the arm is extended, that's the call.
Yeah, I think there was contact there for sure, but I don't think anything was going to get called until all of a sudden that arm comes flying out. And, Coach Cramer's just wanting an explanation, but I think that was probably the right call.
Across the timeline is Powell. Powell walks it into the center court circle. High post area, blitz Benteen, free throw line jump shot, circled around, touched every part of the rim, and somehow rolled out. Then Meyer got the rebound away from Cale Richter. Meyer knocked it out of bounds back to North Fayette Valley. So the Bulldogs in control and have yet to let North Fayette Valley make any type of a run at them, really since the first quarter. And Lofsgaard stops the dribble on top to Ward. Ward drives in right side, Euro step, and he's bodied there by Meyer on the drive in. Meyer hooked him with the right hip, and that is the 5th foul on Meyer.
I believe that's it. That's the 5th on Meyer, and again, more free throws here for the Tigerhawks, one of the bright spots for tonight.
Substitution, Deal checks into the ball game for MFL MarMac. Bulldogs in control 60-34, and really, I would say Coach Deppard to tell you, this hasn't been our A game tonight defensively.
It hasn't. They haven't been crisp all the way around, still scoring some points, but just not crisp on the defensive end, not real clean all the way
Free
around.
throw by Ward. It's off the back of the rim. He'll get another opportunity. Isn't that something, though? You didn't play great defensively tonight, yet they only have 34 points.
Yeah, that's a good problem to have, I guess.
Second free throw. It's off the back of the rim. Cale Richter got the rebound. Creates a little spacing from inside the left block. Banks it up and in. 60-36 now the score, as MFL MarMac is on their way to improving to 11-0 in the conference. Left side Keel, left wing, fires up the three off the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Ward gets the rebound and gets it ahead to, once again, the Fuentes. Fuentes drives in, little leaner, shot no good. Keel got the rebound, dribbled it off the back of a defender, picked up by Fuentes. Fuentes, his shot no good. He was stripped on the way up, but he comes back down, able to regroup, put it up and in from the right side.
Yeah, nice offensive set there, good boards and attack of the glass by the Tigerhawks.
North Fayette Valley has to take this second half into next week's ball game with MFL MarMac. Blitz Benteen to Driscoll. Driscoll left side to Powell. Powell to Blitz Benteen. Drives in, takes the shot. Straight up defense by Lofsgaard. Off the hands of Lofsgaard, out of bounds, and it stays down here. This hasn't been a bad half for North Fayette Valley.
No, this hasn't. Especially this fourth quarter has been much improved. They're doing it on the offensive end and slowing the Bulldogs down, making them run half court, and doing a great job on the glass.
Powell open, launches the three, banks it in. Just shrugs as he turns away, but banks it from just off the left side. 63-38 Bulldogs.
And we said he's not a super strong three-point shooter, but he does hoist them up, and they go in, sometimes off the bank.
10 of 62 three-point shooting this season, just not the game. In the left side, they try to go to Richter, deflected out of there on the left block. Bulldogs will take it off the right side. Parker Keel will check out as Landon Meany comes in. Blitz Benteen checks out. And Hackett comes back in for the Bulldogs with 2:42 to go. Bulldogs have just kept them at a distance this second half. Inbounds to Richter. Richter, left side to Cale Richter. Finds himself open, rushed the shot, missed it from inside the left block. The rebound stripped away by Powell. Powell behind the back pass there, but off the hands of Meany as Powell tried to save it. Flying out of bounds in the far left corner, flipped it behind his back, but it goes back to the Tigerhawks.
Another substitute here for the Tigerhawks. Number 12's coming in the game.
And that will be Connor Depke. Depke, his first appearance. Lofsgaard checks out. 2:33 to go. Inbounds Ward to Fuentes. It's safe to say that I think North Fayette Valley starts with the 1-3-1 next week against MFL MarMac.
I think so, and they kind of know what intensity they need to bring. This is their first experience. They're going to be ready for them next week.
Fuentes, right side, drives in, pulls up just offside the right block. Little 5-foot leaner, it is good. 63-40, Bulldogs here in the lead. And Fuentes certainly continues to provide a spark. Right side to Driscoll at the 2-minute mark. Here's Hackett, deep right corner for three. Circled around, got it to stay down. Hackett, and it just seems like that kid's money off the bench.
He is. He comes in and just kind of ease of his shot, and it goes in.
Depke, right side to Cale Richter, back out on top. And it is Depke driving into the lane, loses it, picked up by Blake Richter. Left side for three, got it! Blake Richter, by the way, his first three-pointer of the season. 0 for 7 before that one.
Good time for it.
And it's 66-43, 90 seconds and counting in our fourth quarter. Hackett, right side. Hackett has a strange shot, but it is a good shot for him. Here's another three. Right side on its way. That one off the side of the rim. And he shot that one long. he shoots 43% from the three-point line, so he's a good shooter from the outside. And here's Powell, a blocking call, and does a somersault as he tried to take that charge in front of the North Fayette Valley bench. Powell picks up his 4th foul with 1:20 to go. At least they've cut down the fouls somewhat.
They have, but that's a lot of free throws that, North Fayette Valley needs to recognize that, keep attacking the basket, try to get those free throw opportunities.
Free throw by Cale Reister. It is good. Well, you look at the fact that it was North Fayette Valley putting up only 16 points in the first half. They have scored 28 in this second half, as Powell likely calling it a night. Into the game for them, for MFL MarMac, is coming back into the game is McElwain. Free throw good. 66-44 is the score. MFL MarMac 66-45. This, by the way, right now equals the second closest game. Well, I guess MFL MarMac did have that 12-point victory over South Wynn earlier. So this is the second closest game they've had in the conference. They beat Clayton Ridge by 21-2. Here's Meany. Post-up move off the right block. Pushed it long, no good. Cale Reister gets the rebound. Got a few subs at the scorer's table. And here is Fuentes. Knocked away by Driscoll, but picked up by Fuentes as we go inside a minute in our fourth quarter. Driving in, Cale Reister backs his way down, and a foul by McElwain. Boy, Cale Reister just got position there, and McElwain called for the body foul. Cale Reister to the free throw line for 2.
And Cale Reister got his shoulders passed and just kept pushing the issue, and the defender never stopped and eventually got the call.
So tonight, you're going to win this ball game if you're MFL MarMac, as the free throw is no good. But your concern is, and we've mentioned this before with MFL MarMac, is when you play a team where you can't do that. You can't send teams to the free throw line more than you in a ball game.
No,
cannot happen if you're going to advance.
You get against a good team, a taller team. Somebody matches up a little closer with you. It's going to come back to burn.
Second free throw good, 20-point lead for MFL MarMac. And it's nice that these are things that you can look at and say, in a 20-point ball game, we're going to win this, but we've got to work on these things.
Yeah, you always want to be able to find something. Yeah, exactly.
Across the timeline is Hackett now, and actually number 10 into the ball game there. And that is Hackett once again. And number 4 is into the game, Ethan Goltz. And Hackett loses the basketball, picked up by Fuentes, ahead to Ward. Ward drives in, scores the layup there over the front of the rim. 66-48 here, inside 40 seconds to go. MFL MarMac had that spurt in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Otherwise, nah. And they try to go McElwain to Deal. Deal fouled on the right block. Only the third foul on the Tiger Hawks this second half.
Well, and that's something that Coach Cranbeer may want to talk about is maybe we turn up the aggression a little bit. We only caused 3 fouls. Maybe we need to be a little more aggressive.
Inbounds, we had time taken for a second there. I believe that they were talking about, wanted to make sure who was supposed to take it out of bounds.
I think they reset the shot clock on that.
All right.
With the foul, they reset the shot clock. Now the shot clock is off.
So with 30 seconds to go, let's see if we can get to the finish without a foul. And it will be Hackett inbounds to Deal. Deal loses the basketball, picks it up. Left side, McElwain. Deep left corner, launches up the 3, aired it out long. Meany, the weak side rebound, scores it from the right side. 68-48, Bulldogs lead by 20. They'll be held below their season average tonight of 77. Ward back out on top with 12 seconds to go. Ward, right side, trying to go backdoor. The ball goes off the foot of a Bulldog. Out of bounds, stays down here with North Fayette Valley. The Tiger Hawks will have an 8-game winning streak coming to an end, by the way. And Central has rallied to defeat Postville 56-52, the final score there. Inbounds, they get it to Hines. Hines, right corner. Here is Fuentes, right side for 3. Got it from the right corner. So the Tiger Hawks here have put up 35 this second half. Inbounds to Hackett. He'll dribble out the clock, and the game comes to an end. MFL MarMac built a double-digit lead in the first quarter at 13 and never really challenged the rest of the way. They keep North Fayette Valley at a distance, and MFL MarMac continues to run away with the conference. Now a 3-game lead over everybody. The Bulldogs win by a final score of 68-51. With the win, MFL MarMac 15-1, 11-0 in the conference, and North Fayette Valley drops to 9-5, 9-3 in the conference. A quick break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews. Your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
While out and about, don't find yourself stuck at the side of the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines of tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going, either on your farm or on the road.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
MFL MarMac victorious by a final score of 68-51 against Central, victorious, rallying past Postville in the fourth quarter, 56-52 the final score there. East Buchanan defeating Edco 56-39, and Alburnett topping Starmont tonight by a final score of 92-12. Bulldogs led 19-6 at the end of one, 35-16 at the half, and it never got below the final score the rest of the way. 68-51, MFL MarMac wins. We turn things over to Coach Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, starting with MFL MarMac.
MFL MarMac was led by Zach Driscoll with 17 points, 11 points tonight for Wyatt Powell, Carver Blitzbentine with 10, Brock Hackett with 10, 8 points for Hunter Meyer, Parker Keel with 6 points, 2 points each for Landon Meany, Bryce Deal, and Cade McElwain. So 68 points for the Bulldogs tonight. They shot 48%, 6 of 20 behind the arc, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. They only had 13 turnovers on really good shooting tonight.
For North Fayette Valley, their totals.
They were led by Blake Reister with 13, 10 points for Cale Reister, 10 points for Peyton Lofsgaard, 9 points for Andre Fuentes, 6 points for Emerson Ward, and 2 points for Declan Hines. They shot 40% tonight, 2 of 10 behind the arc. 13 of 21 from the free throw line, and they had 13 turnovers on the night.
All right, so yeah, not a bad night for North Fayette Valley. Better second half for them to try to build off, and for MFL MarMac, that great start gave them the lead. So the Bulldogs win by a final score of 68-51. Post-game show continues. We're joined by Bulldogs basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, first off, again, a good start. Got that 13-point lead, set the tone early.
Yeah, I thought defensively we were real active early, and we didn't foul much early, and then we hit some shots to get out and go.
Yeah, it had a 16-point, actually held them to 16 points in the first half. Yeah. And I think that this team, we've mentioned this, can be special defensively.
Oh, yeah, we can. And, tonight we did a little bit too much reaching and grabbing and got ourselves in foul trouble. And I think all my starters there in the fourth quarter all had 3 fouls. And I had, before halftime, I think 2 or 3 of them had 3 fouls, and we had to sit a few guys late there in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's nice to be in control of a ball game there and still find some things to work on there. Obviously, offensively, though, everybody kind of involved for your team tonight. Zach Driscoll led the way. Let's start there with 17.
Well, yeah, Zach was able to get out and get a number of fast break layups for us, and that kind of got him going tonight.
Also covered Blitzbentine with 10 points, Wyatt Powell with 11 points, Hunter Meyer with 8, and Parker Keohill a couple of 3-pointers there for 6 points as far as your starters. There's the balance.
Yeah, so, and, we've kind of had that all year, and we got guys. I got 5 or 6 guys that can put the ball in the hole for us, and, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, the other thing is off the bench, Brock Hackett in double figures for you tonight.
Yep.
Some of these guys off the bench contributing.
Yeah. Brock's probably been in double figures, I would say 5 or 6 games this year, so he can come in and hit some threes for us and, give us a big boost off the bench.
All right, had that big lead there, 19 points, and it seemed like the early part of the third quarter, guys really extended things there, and then it kind of a bit of a lull.
Yeah, well, we got in a little bit of foul trouble. So I think at the end of the third quarter there, I had 4 of my starters sitting on the bench beside me, and I think Wyatt was out there. So that had a little bit to do with it. Half their points had to come from the free throw line as many times as we fouled tonight. So.
Yeah, the second half, I think they put up 32 points in the second half, and many of them coming from the free throw line in the second half.
We definitely have to clean that up. We didn't do a very good job of moving our feet tonight. We too handsy, and we gotta make sure that we stop that.
Yeah. So what's coming up for you guys now the rest of the week?
Well, we have West Central on Friday, and then next week we are at Clayton Ridge. Then we have North Fayette at our place next Thursday, and then we go to South Wind. So we got a big stretch next.
Yeah. So you're gonna face the 3 teams next week that are basically chasing you guys in the conference.
Yep. And 2 of those are on the road. So those are big games for us, and we're gonna be ready to play.
All right. Sounds like a good tune-up there as you guys get ready for the postseason, Coach. Right. We look forward to catching up with you guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn on his Bulldog team victorious tonight, 68-51 the final score. We'll talk with North Fayette Valley basketball coach Matt Cranbeer. That and more when our postgame show continues after this.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance wants you to bundle your home and auto insurance today. So whether you're at home singing in the shower or prefer singing your heart out in the car like Drew, cruising, American Family Insurance is here to protect your dreams. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
Visit mfm.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Welcome back to West Union. Post-game show continues. We're joined by North Fayette Valley boys basketball coach Matt Cranbeer. Coach, first off here, I think you guys look at this second half here as maybe that's what we need against MFL MarMac. Let's talk about the second half for your team.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked at halftime that if we thought we could get back in transition, which we try to replicate that in practice by putting 7 JV guys on the court and running down the court and defensively, but it's tough too. MFL is very fast at it and very good at it. So if we could get back in transition and stay in front of them, we could stand a puncher's chance in the second half, and I thought our kids did a great job of doing that. And then it made our offense a little bit better too. We weren't quite so out of sorts getting into our offense. So we were able to get the ball inside and drive the basketball. And we talked about all night, we wanted to keep the pressure on them with the dribble and make them guard us. They're a physical team, but we can't just sit back and let them dictate where we go. So we got them in a little bit of foul trouble too, which helped.
Yeah, so obviously that got you guys to the free throw line in the second half there. Yep. So you put up 32 points in the first half, but obviously only 16 in the first half put you behind the 8 ball right away.
Yeah, and that first quarter was kind of dictated, what happened. Where they were pushing the ball down the court at us, and we couldn't get back in time, and we were having a hard time staying in front of them. Did a little zone to mix some things up too, which our guys did a good job. We didn't really practice a whole lot of zone coming in, but it helped slow them down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Went to the 1-3-1, mostly in the second half there. Yep. Offensively, led with 3 scores in double figures, nearly 4 in double figures tonight. Blake Reister, Cale Reister, Peyton Lovesgard. Blake had 13, Cale had 10, and Peyton had 10.
Yeah, I thought we had guys going to the rim as we needed them to do, and then if we get some kick-out shots, we'll hit those. I thought Andre did a great job of getting in the middle of the lane, and Blake and Cale both missed some bunnies early that we were rushing it a little bit. If we put those in, maybe we could put a little pressure on them down the stretch. But those are shots we got to finish, and those are shots that we want. So I thought we did a good job of getting the ball down low, which is where, at least for a team like us, has to attack MFL.
Yeah, you mentioned Andre Fuentes. He had 9 points off the bench. Continues to give you that spark.
Yeah, he did. He does a good job. He understands the game. He does a good job of being that sixth man, he embraces it. He wants to come in and do that, and that's kind of a special skill in and of itself in high school basketball.
Yeah, the other thing is turnover-wise tonight. I think both teams had 13 turnovers, and I think that's exactly what you were hoping for.
Yeah, we were hoping to keep it in the low teens. I thought if we could keep it in the low teens, we'd be there, and that's the first thing I told them at halftime is it wasn't the turnovers that were hurting us, it was the transition. So, if it's not one thing, it's another, but at the same token, we got a lot on film here, and we're going to turn around and play them here in a week, but we got a lot of water under the bridge before then, too.
Yeah, what's coming up for you guys the rest of the week?
So we got New Hampton on Thursday here, and then we got South Wind here on Friday. So 3 games this week, but it's good to have them at home.
All right, Coach. We look forward to catching up with you next week against Central. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks.
North Fayette Valley basketball coach. Once again, Matt Cranberry talking things over there about his Tiger Hawk team. A quick break. When we return, we'll wrap things up from West Union when the postgame show concludes after this.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to West Union. Start to wrap things up here tonight. And it is again the MFL MarMac boys winning this boys game tonight. The North Fayette Valley girls victorious earlier tonight. The girls finals tonight. North Fayette Valley girls won a highly entertaining game, 67-60. They were victorious over MFL MarMac tonight. Other girls finals, Central big over Postville, 76-23. Edco beat East Buchanan, 48-46. Alburnett over Starmont, 67-18. Let's get your thoughts on our girls game tonight. A well-played girls game.
A well-played girls game. It'll be interesting to see how both of these teams adjust when they play here again in about another week. But I thought both teams played well. North Fayette Valley did a great job of keeping Anderson from getting the ball and knock down shots when they needed to. I don't think MFL adjusted as well. Interesting to see if Bogdanovich, bounces back. She went down early with that ankle injury, so hopefully she gets back on track and can help them out here for the following week stretch.
Again, our boys final, MFL MarMac victorious tonight, 68-51. Central boys rallied to defeat Postville, 56-52. It was East Buchanan beating Edco 56-39, and Alburnett beat Starmont by a final score of 92-12. Better second half for North Fayette Valley, but the Bulldogs built that double-digit lead, and they were on their way.
Well, yeah, and they kind of pulled away in that first half and made things tough. As a coach, you got to kind of regroup and, cut your losses and try to see what you can work on. And I think Coach Cranberry is going to walk away with some things to use the next time they face each other. We talked about changing the defense a little bit, kind of knowing what kind of intensity they have to bring. And I think for the Bulldogs, stop fouling. They're so quick, and they're always in front of you. They do a good job of cutting you off, but then they bail you out with a reach or a grab. They just need to play good defense.
Still didn't see their A game, and yet you win by 17. So they're heading in the right direction there. Exactly. But again, there's always things to clean up there, especially when you are a cut above everybody in the conference. And they are on their way to winning the Upper Iowa Conference title. So those are our boys' scores and our action tonight here from West Union. Our next broadcast Friday night will be in Elkader, Clayton Ridge at Central. Chalk Talk begins at 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow. We'll see you Friday night, Coach Hammond.
There, Dan.
For Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Zach Soto for running our studio show. Also thanks to Caleb White, running our camera operator here tonight at North Fayette Valley. Again, the MFL MarMac boys victorious and the North Fayette Valley girls victorious in our featured games. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click in the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.